Hello, everyone, and welcome to So Many Levels. We're gonna play Dungeons and Dragons.
Yay!
Yay!
Today, Saturdays is usually when we play Curse of Strahd, but because we're missing a few people this week, we're gonna play Dead in Thay again. This is a continuation of it was originally, I called it a one-shot, but this is a whole adventure from the Tales from the Yawning Portal book. It's a big mega dungeon. So we're going to continue it, but we kind of played fast and loose, a little bit sillier with the story when we did this one last time. We're going to continue that, and it's in keeping with this, using this as a time where when we don't have everybody, we'll just drop in and out. Whoever's here can be in this one, and we're not worrying about it too much. But the basic idea here in the story is that there is a red wizard named something, which I'll remind you in a minute.
I looked at the handout last night.
Let's see. Yes, Siriana. Sirana. Yes, there's a red wizard named Sirana that basically just teleported you out from wherever it was that you were. And you just arrived in a dungeon, and she basically said, hey, guess what, guys? You're going to go investigate this mega dungeon for me. And there's all sorts of rules about these glyph keys that help you get through these white gates and black gates, and it's all complicated and stuff. And you know that paladin guy that was with you the last time? Like, I was trying to redraw the same party, but there was some sort of a glitch, and I got the wrong guy instead. So now you have like another elf, but this one's like a cleric or something. So you guys will figure it out. So basically, yeah, you guys are just back where you got left. You're in that room where you woke up the angel lady, and then she ran off somewhere. You fought off some giants and golems and stuff.
I take it we have the benefit of a long rest here?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll imagine you guys actually ended up, you went to take a long rest, woke up back wherever you were, and now you have been kidnapped again.
Okay. All right.
At least she let me have breakfast this time.
So Aravan sits up and looks around and says, where am I and who are you people?
You are in the Doom Vault. I'm Ririn.
Should I know you?
No.
Yep.
The Doom Vault, this is not where I fell asleep.
Nope. We all have that problem.
No,
I'm Kentucky, by the way.
I cast Mage Armor.
And just as a reminder for everybody, our party this week, we have Tim playing Erevan, the High Elf Cleric, Nobilis playing Ririn, the Wood Elf Wizard, or also High Elf? I don't remember. And
no.
Lee playing Kathuki, the Arakokra Monk. Like bird person, for anyone who doesn't know fancy D&D words like Arakokra.
Yep, looks like you've been snared in that stupid woman's trap too.
Yeah, Erevan, you vaguely recall hearing a voice that you thought was maybe a dream before you sat up and realized you were not where you thought you were. And it was sort of a bored-sounding woman kind of explaining something about, a bunch of black gates and white gates that you needed magic keys for and that you're supposed to explore, but it was all very confusing.
Yeah, and I thought it was just a really weird dream.
Mm-hmm. Now you're not so sure.
Yeah. All right. So I had this strange dream, and sorry. this German Shepherd who's demanding that his tummy gets scritched.
Wow.
And somebody was speaking to me in this dream and telling me all these strange directions, and it's all kind of hazy because I thought I was dreaming, and now all of a sudden I'm in this vault.
Well, just follow along with us. It'll make sense after a little while, or it won't. Whatever.
So
I'm betting on the latter.
So to refresh your memories, this room is made of stone walls. The walls actually give off a dim light. There is what used to be 6 columns that have been shattered and left like debris all over. So these pink squares are basically the rocky debris left from these columns shattering. And there is a big pedestal in the center of the room that looks like it might have used to have a statue on it, but it is now unoccupied. In the corner of the room, right here, you see a black gate, which I can refresh everyone's memory what those look like in just a second here. It's basically just sort of a column of black, mist. And then around the corner up here is a white gate, which is similar, only, guess what? White mist.
And I'm poking at what used to be the gargoyle things to make sure they're not going to come back to life on us.
They're pretty shattered.
All right. So do you want to have a look into this next area? The map that she gave us says that this passageway will lead to the predator pools.
Yeah,
that sounds like fun.
Just to double check, Tim, do you have that handout? Because I said show it to everybody when you weren't in here, but I can just make sure you have it. So
yep, I see it now.
Yeah, okay. So that is the map that you were given.
Yeah.
Another
possibility is the forests of slaughter. The southern exit will go in that direction. But ultimately, the quickest route to the section marked Master's Domain would be through the predator pools.
I'm up for either.
I'm new here, so I'll follow your lead.
And so a quick refresher on how the black gates and white gates worked is white gates are basically just like a door in a hallway. They let you through the hallway to the other side. You have to have your key attuned to one of the 2 sides right. to pass through. The black ones are like teleporters that can teleport to any other black gate that you have an attunement for. So since you've only been in this region so far, you only have keys attuned to this one. But once you have black gates in other regions, you could potentially teleport back to these.
Right. So I think Predator Pools is a good choice.
Okay.
Right. Lead the way.
All right. I believe you actually had 3 glyph keys, but you each had one. But now that Alabaster is not here, you don't still have his.
Right.
Right.
All right. So the Predator Pools is actually a different map. So I will. You guys make your way to the white gate, and you see this column of glowing white mist. And you hold out your attuned glyph key. Hang on, I have to figure out where you actually come in on this one, because there's a couple of different pathways. Alright, there we go. That's where you guys are. Okay. And these maps are big, so they're complicated and all. But let's turn off dynamic lighting, because that speeds things up quite a bit, and I find generally that I don't like how it works anyway. Okay. All right. So I'm going to just start with revealing just this area right here. And bring you guys in, and then we'll be moving again. Okay. And so, you guys are you find that as you hold out this attuned key, you are able to pass through the mist, and you find on the other side is more hallway, very much like the one you were just in, leading to a door at the end of the hallway that you're going to have to open in order to proceed further. Funny how that works.
I'm still seeing the old map.
Yeah, I know.
Yes,
I'll move you over.
Okay.
I'm just trying to vamp while I get the new map set up.
Yeah. Erevan, just to let you know, a lot of the times, or at least 2 or 3 of the doors with those white gates that we've found, they've actually had traps that keep you from going through.
Good to know.
The ones that flung you into the room the other time were archways, but not white gates like this one. But yeah, you have had some trapped doorways for sure.
What kind of traps? Just invisible barriers, or the kind that
More like wind that'll throw you forward or throw you back.
Okay.
Pretty much preventing you from going in any particular direction.
That was kind of a pain.
That was a major pain.
All right, so you guys should be on the new map.
Yep, there we are.
Okay, you only have your one little hallway so far right now, but let me get open the new area so I can tell you what you see when I open up the next room for you. Room 83. Okay. All right. So let me just open up. So what are you doing as you prepare to open up this this new room?
Listen at the door and see if we can hear whatever's going on inside on the other end.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to reveal this map in a way that doesn't just spoil some of the things that are in it. And it's sort of this round is not conducive to my rectangular fog of war tool. There we go. Okay. So as you so you listen through, and what you hear inside is sounds like gentle, sloshing of water.
Right.
Shall we go through?
Yeah, doesn't sound like it's occupied.
Yep, let's go.
Okay. So as you open the door, the pool that takes up most of this circular chamber is filled with clear water. Stone pillars rise from the bottom to break the surface. Sets of double doors are spaced evenly around the room's perimeter. And let's see. So the pillars that break the surface are even with the level of the floor, meaning they don't go all the way to the ceiling.
Oh, okay.
So they're like platforms.
Okay. And how far down is the water then?
The water is it's only a few inches down, but
okay. So the pillars are more like little islands on the on the water there.
Mm-hmm. And then so you all of you make perception checks.
I knew that was coming. 17.
Okay.
Mine didn't seem to go through. There we go. Not that it mattered much.
Okay, so yeah, Kathuki, what you spot is that this water, although it's clear, the room is not super brightly lit. It's kind of dim, and you can definitely see that there are creatures in it that seem to be swimming around. There's at least 5. They look like vaguely humanoid, but aquatic in some way, like they're sort of scaly and have like fins and stuff. And
Did they look edible?
It's hard to tell without getting a closer look. And then there's possibly something bigger that's a little deeper in the water and harder to see.
Katsuki, didn't you just have breakfast?
I'm a growing bird. I'm only 3.
Okay, well, this doesn't look like it's anything we need to interact with. Let's choose another set of doors and keep exploring.
Okay, to the right or the left?
That way north is leading deeper into the dungeon.
Okay. So what you want to take that first set of double doors on to the north then?
Let me check the map for a moment. Yeah. Let's see. We are. Oh, you know something? The big map that she gave us has dead ends on all of those except the door immediately to our left.
Really?
Yeah. So let's take these set of doors over here. I'll wager if we try one of the other doors, something nasty will happen.
Okay.
All right. So you, as you're moving to that door, you hear something break the surface of the water, as though something may have just poked its head out to look at you guys.
Okay, look
but
over.
Then, bloop, back under the surface.
Okay, I'm going to see if I can open these doors.
You can. They open. There's a hallway.
Okay, let's go.
All right. So, are you passing through that hallway then, leaving this room behind?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. The fishy occupants of that pool let you be on your way. All right. So this is a big room here. Let me reveal this as you move through into that next room. An octagonal pool fills this chamber. A slick of blood darkens the water around a stepped stone altar that sits on a broad pillar rising from the pool. Smaller pillars are spread around the central one. An enormous globe of blue liquid is suspended in the air to the north.
Wow.
And then there's stuff happening in here too, so let me just read that real quick so that I can, tell you about it. Okay, so, all right, so as you look in there, you can see that on this central sort of pillar, there are 4 humanoid fishy creature things that Kathuki, you would not be surprised to guess that that's probably there are more of those is what was in the other pool, but these are out of the water on this pillar. There's 4 regular ones that are pretty nondescript from each other, and then one that looks like it's wearing sort of like some sort of a fancy headdress, and they are standing around this thing chanting, and there seems to be a human woman tied up, bound to this altar, and these fish people things are all chanting.
Fish cult.
This doesn't look good.
So, are you guys entering? Are you being stealthy? What's the plan?
Plan? Who needs a plan? I cast Hold Monster on the lead one.
Okay, on the priestess.
Yeah, on the one that's chanting.
Okay. She gets a saving throw, probably.
Yep. Here, let me just click it. Come on.
So I want to say hold monster is wisdom.
Yep, wisdom save.
Okay. She's gonna make a wisdom saving throw with 16.
That saves.
Huh. So, as she is doing her burbly sort of chanting, she suddenly sort of, holds in place for a moment. She looks around and then she sees you having stepped forward to do this spell, and she points at you and says, and we're gonna roll initiative.
Okay, before we roll initiative, can I cast a spell?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, so Riran started the whole thing with that spell, so we're now going to be in initiative.
Okay.
Oh, that's bad.
Let's see here. Okay, click myself, and then find the sheet.
Okay. All right. And let me share some handouts for you of what these things look like. So this is these are Sahwagans.
There's a face only a mother could love.
A Sahwagan mother for sure.
Could be
Yeah.
tasty.
Okay, so you guys see those above the water, and you have definitely interrupted this. You have interrupted these the ritual here, and so we're going to be fighting. So let me actually get to where I'm. Got them in initiative 2. And then the priestess gets her initiative. Alright. Okay. Riran, you actually end up top of the order again. So you were ready for something else to happen as soon as you found your other spell not taking hold.
Okay. I'm going to cast, what the hell? Telekinesis.
All right, telekinesis. What are you trying to do with your?
I'm trying to grab the priestess.
Okay, so she makes a strength check. All right. Yeah. Make an ability check with your spell casting ability contested by the creature's strength check. Is that not?
Yep. That is it. And I got a 20.
All right. 7. Okay. So yes, you reach out with your hand, Jedi style. You just lift her off her feet. What are you doing with?
I'm going to pull her forward and plunge her down into the water.
Okay, so you can move her 30 feet. Are you just dropping her, or you're like holding her down?
Holding her under the water.
Okay.
Attempting to drown her, are we?
No, not
Are you moving her
drowned.
the full 30 feet, or just? Well, you also it would be a good guess to suppose that these things are water breathing. So
No,
good point.
yeah.
Yeah. Actually, 15 feet from where they were to the water, and then 15 feet straight down.
Okay. Yep. So we'll say down into the water's not actually that deep, but you can get them beneath the surface.
Yeah. This is more to prevent them from doing stuff easily than to actually cause them any damage.
Right.
I'm not so stupid. I mean, my intelligence is only 11, but
Okay,
um,
so but you're holding you're holding them restrained though. You didn't release
yes,
it. Okay.
that's right.
All right. So it is now the Sahuagin's turn, and they're going to attack you guys. Where did I put their little thing? I gotta have their thing so I know what they can do. They're closed it or something. How did that happen? I guess yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. Okay, let me just open that up again. There we go. There it is. Okay, so these guys are gonna, let's see, they have they're gonna all just jump into the water and swim at you. So that's 5 feet, and then so let's see. We have, yeah, so they're not quite getting all the way to you with this first motion. These ones that you can see, but then turns out, guess what? There was 5 more under the water. Oh, hang on, I have to switch layers so that I can. All right. Okay, and then so a couple of these guys can get all the way up to you. So a bunch of them are just making their way in your direction, but just 2 of them have gotten close enough to attack on this turn. So you're going to get 2 spear attacks each, Ririn and Kathuki. So first against Kathuki. Oh wait, no. Okay, so I'm sorry. It's biting you, and then with its spear 2-handed is the 2 attacks. So
Okay.
that's a 21,
Uh-huh.
but for just 2 piercing damage.
Yep.
And then the spear, it's a 5, so probably a 5 misses,
No.
I would guess. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, now against you, Ririn. A 9.
9 misses.
Yeah. And
9!
then- 9. 18.
That hits. So
Yeah.
down
8 piercing damage and a concentration check for your telekinesis.
which is a
Constitution
save.
saving throw, yeah. Oh no! Actually, I always forget because I want to say it's
It is
10 or half the damage, whichever is higher, I think.
That's correct. Whichever is higher. So that's a failure.
Unfortunately, your telekinesis is broken as this thing stabs its spear into you, which is kind of understandable, really. All right, yeah. So that is these things attack, and you guys actually from behind you, back through the hallway, the noise that these are making seems to be echoed by some more that are behind you. You don't hear any other activity, just more burbling that seems like maybe it's their language. Erevan, now you're up.
Okay, I'm going to cast Protection from Evil on Ririn.
Okay.
So,
Okay. What does that do for me? +1 on armor class and saves?
I'm looking it up myself.
Creatures of these types have disadvantage on attack rolls against the target. The target also can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed.
So it is certain types of creatures: aberrations, celestials, elementals, fiends, fae, and undead.
I don't think these are any of those.
Oh,
No,
shit.
Yeah, so I think you would know that.
Oh, okay.
So I'll allow you to pick a different spell if you like.
All right, okay. Then I will cast Hold Person on the person that Ririn just dropped.
Okay. So I believe that it makes a Wisdom saving throw. That's the same. Ooh,
Ah.
21. Yeah, it's able to resist.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, so that makes it the priestess's turn. Now no longer held by the telekinesis, she is going to. Let's see, what spells does she have? Yeah, she is going to climb back up onto the platform here and cast Guiding Bolt on Kathuki. That's a 19 to hit,
It does hit.
Ouch.
and that's 18 radiant damage. And now you find yourself sort of covered with a magical aura that makes you really easy to see.
I'm already really easy to see.
Even easier.
Yeah, and they have an advantage to attack you now.
It's like there's a big glowing arrow pointing down at you, like right here.
And concentric circles around your head.
Yeah. All right.
That's
so
really quite pretty.
it is your turn though now, Kathuki.
Okay, so I am going to attack the Shahagan or Shahagan or whatever the heck this thing is.
Organ.
Yeah, I'm going to attack it with my daggers
All right.
and my talons.
That seems like a good idea.
All right, so dagger, dagger,
Yep, those both.
talons.
All of
Wow.
them. Yep.
All right, so grand total 26.
damage.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. So that's the 11, 9. Yeah, 26. So yeah, you kill that one. It takes all 3 hits, but you kill him. So yeah. Swash, swash, and then lashing out with your talons, kind of. I would imagine doing a big. I imagine like a big Karate Kid style crane kick. Slash with your talons.
I'm thinking more Crouching Tiger, Hidden Hawk.
There you go. Yeah. So that one, you take him out with that series of attacks. Ha ha. So that's your turn. Are you moving or anything?
I can't move without giving this other guy an opportunity attack, so I'm gonna.
Well, you could just take a step back. You'd
Yeah, you
still be
could
within
shift.
his threat. But you wouldn't leave yourself open to being attacked by 3 of them.
Okay, yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. So you can shift there without the opportunity attack, and now they have to, funnel through that hallway to get at you. Okay. It is your turn again, Ririn.
Okay, I'm going to cast Vampiric Touch.
Ooh.
And my attack roll is a 20 on the one in front of me.
It definitely hits.
It does 3d6 damage for
Okay.
12 damage, and that process also heals me for 6.
All right. Yeah, so you reach out with this touch, channeling the arcane words, and as you touch, you see you grab him on the shoulder, and his flesh sort of pales and starts to dry out, and he kind of reels back. That's what he says. It's
Yes.
in Sahuagin, it translates to "Dude, WTF." Okay, yep. So it is now their turn. So that one that you just zapped is going to try to get you again, Ririn.
Okay.
So that's an 8 with his bite,
Yes.
and another spear attack. 9. Boy, they're
Yes.
rolling pretty low. Not that you're complaining, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, I'm quite fine with that. Yes.
Yeah. This guy is coming up, and he's going to try to get you, but I'll say you have half cover from him.
Okay.
So 22, half cover would still be a 20.
Okay, that hits then.
Yeah, and then the spear would be 17.
That hits.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
So
12 points again.
yep. And then this one is coming up to attack at you again, Kathuki. 5.
Nope.
18.
Yes.
All right, that's 8 piercing damage from his spear, and then you've got them basically all crowding around now. Let me just delete the ones. There's too many tokens to leave the dead ones on there. All right, so they're all crowding around to get at you here, and then the rest of these are also coming up. And then you hear the priestess start chanting again.
Okay.
So
She's
actually,
chanting or casting a spell?
okay, I'm going to say on her turn she starts chanting again, which is not quite yet. So Erevan,
Okay.
it's your turn first.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to cast Radiant Defense on Ririn and Kathuki.
Okay.
And that means that first time that either of you is hit by an attack within the next minute, the attacker takes radiant damage equal to 2d10 plus 11.
Nice.
Nice.
Great. Okay, so I would imagine you sort of from behind you place a supportive shoulder on each of them, and they
Yes.
feel this glow of a holy aura around them. All right. So on her turn, you definitely hear this priestess seem to resume the chanting that she started when you guys entered the room.
Okay, so she's not casting a spell.
No,
Yeah.
'Cause
she seems to be resuming the ritual that you interrupted previously. Okay, Kathuki.
Okay, question. How much do you guys want me to fly over and see if I can get her?
I think that would leave me in a very tough situation.
Okay. Just a
And
thought.
you would suffer a gigantic number of opportunity attacks.
Well, I can disengage and fly, so they might not be able to reach me.
Yeah.
They're crowded into this hallway. I think I would need you to make a shove attack to get through.
Okay.
There's not room to just fly over them.
Okay. Alrighty. Let's see. What can I do?
Just attack the one that I already weakened.
Okay. So,
That's the one directly south of Ririn.
yeah. Alright, so I'll hit him with my dagger, and we'll see how much damage I can
That
do.
hits, yeah.
That should hit.
6.
All right. Yeah, he takes another hit, but he's pretty wounded, but still up.
Alright.
That's a crit. Yeah.
That should finish him off.
That definitely does it. Yeah.
Okay, and hit the guy in front of me with... I'm going to use a key point and do 2 unarmed attacks
All right.
for 2 talons.
Okay. Okay,
Or-
I will allow it. I think, strictly speaking, if you were making a second dagger attack, that's your bonus action, and normally the key point flurry of blows is a bonus action to do.
Okay. I actually have Okay. In that case, I'll just withdraw that particular play.
You know what? I'm going to allow it. I think I've been not applying that properly throughout, so let's just say yes, you can do it.
Okay. I think only one of those hits.
You spend
though.
a key point to do the 2 talon attacks, and I'll allow that. Actually, they both hit.
Oh, they both hit.
Yep.
All right. So 16 points.
All right. He takes a couple of talons to the face. He's even uglier than before, but still up. All right. Okay. That's so that's your attack. Are you gonna stay where you are?
I'm gonna stay where I am.
All right. Ririn, you're up again.
Vampiric touch again on the one that she already hurt.
All right.
An 11.
So, yeah. So is that one's concentration? You can transfer it from one to another.
It's
The one you originally attacked.
it
with
basically
instead.
makes my hand into a weapon for 1 minute.
Okay,
It
right.
does 3d6 damage, and then I get, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So an 11 unfortunately misses, though.
Yeah. And yeah, that'll be all.
Okay. Just want to briefly say hi to Prince Justin, Smartamaster, and Mother Dragon in the Twitch chat. Welcome. If you missed the beginning, we're playing Dead and Thay again because we didn't have everybody for Curse of Strahd. It's a mega dungeon. It's pretty basic. We'll figure it out. That's all you need to know, really. They're fighting fish people. Swaggins. Okay,
Or as we like to call
were
them,
you going to
Suki.
move or anything, Ririn? You let your heavily armored cleric friend take the front line, maybe?
I'm not actually, right now I'm probably going to suffer the lowest number of opportunity attacks if I do that. So
It's
I
also
will,
true, though, that you have this radiant defense thing on you, so...
Yeah, I'm going to hold on to at least until that goes off.
All right.
So...
Okay, so it is the Swaggins' turn again. We're going to have one more guy move up here to take the place of his dead buddy. He's technically standing on the guy's face, but, you know, that's how it goes. So I think the Kathuki having, you know, the highest death count so far is the bigger target for these two things. So two of them are going to send their attacks at her. Remind me what the radiant defense thing does again, Tim?
It is the first time that an ally is hit by an attack within the next minute, the attacker takes radiant damage equals to 2d10 plus 11.
Okay. Well, so this first one is attacking her with bite. That's a 13. Probably misses, I'm thinking. Lee?
They're missing.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, and then a 12 is going to also miss, I would think.
Yep.
All right, but then the second one's also attacking you. A 22?
That'll hit.
Okay, so you're going to take 2 piercing damage, but Erevan, go ahead and roll your 2d10 plus
11.
11. Yeah.
Yes, cleric level.
20 points of damage.
Yeah. So basically, one of them tries to snap at you with its big sharp teeth and stab you with its spear, and you duck and dodge. And then the other one goes to bite you, and as it sinks its teeth into your forearm, you suddenly glow with just this flare of radiant energy. And as you can suddenly see again, this thing is basically just a big fish stick now. It's totally
Call Mrs. Paul.
Yeah. See, these are mean fish people, not nice ones like the Koatoa. Or they were nice in my world. They're kind of crazy by standard lore. But okay. Yeah. So yeah, you definitely cooked that one thanks to that radiant defense there. Okay, but then you're also getting attacks from one of them, Ririn.
Yep.
17.
Which counts as a 15 because of cover, right?
Right. Yes.
Okay, so that misses.
Okay. So technically speaking, your AC, the way it really is supposed to work is your AC is increased by 2. So what?
Okay, so my AC is 18.
Okay. So it's a 16 with the spear. So thanks to this corner of the wall, you're able to evade both of those attacks.
Yes.
Okay, and then I think.
And it's Kathuki's turn?
Yeah.
No.
No. Because
Sorry.
I was
I
just
got
trying
him
to remember if. Yeah. So this guy can move up because it is their turn. He's responding to his buddy having gone crispy critter, and he's pretty fanatic. That doesn't seem to have dissuaded him, oddly. So you're getting.
Oh,
another...
too bad I don't have burning hands. That would come in really handy right now.
AOE, man. So that's an 18 on you, Kathuki, for 3 piercing damage.
Yep, that'll hit.
And then a 13 is probably also
Nope.
going to miss. They're crowding around. But that's all of them this time. And Erevan, you definitely are aware that as if you turned and glanced around behind you, you'd see that the doorway that you came through from the other room, there are more of these things that are just standing in the doorway watching.
Uh-huh.
Back from the other room. They don't seem to be rushing into their fellow fish people's aid, but they are definitely paying attention.
Okay, so I report to the other two that we seem to have an audience.
So what's your turn? What you doing for your turn?
Okay, I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on this one, the one right in front of Ririn.
Okay.
So,
It makes a dexterity saving throw. That's an 11, so that's going to fail. So it's going to take 8 radiant damage. Yeah, these guys don't especially enjoy that radiant damage. They're not, they dislike it sort of the regular amount, though.
Okay, that's going to be fun.
He goes, "Wah, wah, wah," which is Swaggin for, no sir, I don't like it. Excuse me.
That was unpleasant.
Okay,
I'm not going anywhere because we've got the crowd right behind me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
All right. The priestess is continuing her chanting. She's getting a little manic now.
All right. Since those ones behind us are not immediately, I have a plan. All right. It's not my turn yet. Go ahead.
Kathuki, it's your turn.
Okay. Somebody said something about burning hands. I can cast burning hands as a bonus action.
Well then.
burn
I
away.
think you can catch about 5 of them in that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm just as me as a player, I'm unfamiliar with how this is gonna work. But apparently, 6th level, immediately after I take the attack action on my turn, I can spend 2 key points to cast Burning Hands as a bonus action.
Okay. Yeah, basically, Burning Hands is a 15-foot cone. And you know what?
It won't reach the priestess.
No,
but it'll reach almost all of the ones in front of you there.
Yeah, I'm going to say the only one it won't get is the one that's kind of not in the block there. I'll
that
say
one?
that, I'll say that you can get the other 5.
Okay.
So they're all going to make dexterity saving throws, I believe.
All
for
right.
Burning Hands.
Yep.
What DC are they trying to make?
Let's see. They're trying, I think. Well, that did not work.
Well, that's all right. So I will go ahead and start rolling them. It is going to be starting from the, this upper left one and then going clockwise around.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Looks like 2 saves out of 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think their actual. Let me go back to see if I can figure this out. I think their actual save is the 15.
Probably that sounds right, but I can just help double check on your sheet real quick here.
I don't have it set up on my sheet.
Well, it's gonna be.
It should be on the spells side.
Yeah, it is.
Well, except that she doesn't have spells; it's a monk thing. But basically, it's your monk ability is wisdom. It would be your proficiency bonus plus your wisdom bonus plus 8, so it would be 15. That's correct.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So that means that yes, we were right that number 3 and number 5 make the save. But go ahead and roll the dice damage.
What is the dice damage?
3d6.
3d6.
3d6?
Yep.
Okay. I'll just do this manually.
Mm-hmm.
14.
All right. So
Good
that
call.
means that 3 of them take all of that, and then 2 take half.
Yeah. I didn't actually do my my actual dagger attack on one of them yet though. So
that was just a bonus action. Now she gets a regular turn.
So remember, if that's your bonus action, you definitely don't get a second dagger or a talent.
Right. So just the one dagger on this guy who's right in my face.
Mm-hmm. So you killed one of them, and then several of the others are much more burned than they were a minute ago.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, the 23 definitely hits for another 6. So he's not down, but he's sliced for 6 amount.
Yes. My sushi will be good.
Yeah, so you've definitely thinned the herd.
You cooked them now. It can't be sushi.
Yeah.
Hey, I've had cooked sushi before. It's very, very good.
All right. So that is your turn. And once again, I have to add add them back into their turn tracker because you killed the one that I had originally assigned it with. Okay. No, they weren't at 18. They were like.
No,
No,
they were
those
at
are-
18.
Yeah, they
18.
were between me and Riran.
Okay.
The exact value doesn't matter. That's where they were.
Yeah. There we go. Okay, so that was Kathuki's turn. Ririn, it's your turn.
Okay, so it looks like we're not about to be surrounded.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to cast Misty as a bonus action. I'm going to cast Misty Step
Okay.
and take myself over to this column.
Okay.
And I don't have anything for the vampiric touch, but I'm keeping it up.
Okay. This priestess looks like she has got a ceremonial dagger of some sort.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to hold on to the vampiric touch. I'm going to need to have something to fight her with when I get there. But
Okay, so are you not taking an action?
kind of looking at what I can do without breaking concentration. Oh, it's using a pretty high level spell for that. No. A little early in the evening to be going all out. I'm just going to hop over there like that.
You're not holding an action or anything? Okay.
Okay, well,
I'm just saying you're not.
If something comes up in range, I'll use vampiric touch on it.
Okay. All right, so that was your turn. It is the Swahagans again. So I think, let's see. They seem, you know what? They're pretty. I think they're just devoted. They're into it. So they're going to continue to just pile in here. So you're going to get a few attacks this time, Erevan. You're getting a bite and a spear.
Okay.
It's a 12 and a 10. Those are both going to miss.
Yep.
You're getting another 2 sets, Kathuki. And I think that they don't even realize where you went, Ririn, yet.
Okay.
So that's a 20
Yep.
to hit, and then a 4.
Yep. All right, so I take the 5.
Yeah. And then the second one attacking, 13 and a 15.
Neither of those hit.
All right. Okay, Erevan, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm going to Sacred Flame this one right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
In front of
Next
me.
chance you get a healing spell would not run amiss. I'm about half.
Oh yeah, okay.
All right. So Sacred Flame on the one right in front of you.
Yep.
Rolls a 19, so unfortunately no damage. It's a shame because that 16 was that's a good
Yeah.
damage roll. All right. Yeah. So unfortunately no damage there. And as the Hagen priestess finishes her chant, she plunges the ceremonial dagger into the chest of this bound commoner. There's blood everywhere.
More blood everywhere?
Well, yeah. This looks like it was maybe not the first. There's also a lot of this blood in the water already.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Kathuki, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to hit this one right in front of me again with my dagger.
Okay.
And... Ooh! Nope. All right. So.
Oh,
All right.
boy.
That, too bad.
Whiff,
All right.
whiff.
Let's try talents. No.
Yikes.
Oh, wait a minute. No, something's weird.
Yeah.
Is that, well, I mean, it's certainly unusual, but it just looks like you just literally rolled a 1 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
It's not. I mean, it's not entirely outside the bounds of.
It's uncommon, but and embarrassing. You can click it a few more times just to make sure it's not only rolling ones now for some reason. But
Yeah.
see,
Yeah.
it's just
It's just that 1 in 8,000
unfortunate.
chance,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. So yeah, you had an embarrassing round there where this you got a funny look, got a baroo from the fish person. Oh.
I go.
Okay, Ririn, make a perception check.
6.
Okay. Yeah, you're pretty distracted by the fact that you didn't take an action last turn and now this commoner is dead. It's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to Misty Step again. And I'm going to sling the periaptive wound closure from my neck to hers.
Is that an item that requires attunement?
Oh, I don't know. I don't have it handy.
I think that it is.
Oh, okay. Then it won't help.
Yeah, let's see. It does require attunement.
Okay. All right.
Alas, it was a good instinct.
A good thought, but no. Okay. Well, in that case, then I'm just going to hit her with the vampiric touch.
Okay.
22. That ought to hit.
It does.
9 damage, and I get 4 back.
Okay. Yeah. She takes that 9 damage. And she burbles at you. Which you translate as Sohagan for, "You're too late, fool!" Alright. That was your turn, Ririn. It is now these Sohagan's turn. And I think these two in the back realize what you're doing, Ririn, and so they're gonna come at you, but they're gonna be able to race up by dashing to get up to you, but not attack this round.
Okay.
The other three are continuing to go after Eravan and Kathuki. So we're getting another 2 sets for you, Kathuki. Bite, 17.
Yep.
For 3 piercing damage. Spear, 20 for another 8 piercing damage.
So, minus 11.
Oh.
Yeah, healing spell would be very much appreciated.
Another bite for 6. That's gonna miss.
Yep.
And then a critical fail. That guy and you know what? He was the guy that was laughing at you a moment ago, and now he just missed twice. And he is superstitious enough to think that it was contagious somehow. All right, so this guy is attacking you, Eravine. 10, 11.
Nope.
Okay, so those are pretty weak there. Okay, so that's the Swagon's turn. Eravine, you're up.
Okay, no surprise here. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on Kathuki.
All right.
I very much
I think a
appreciate
fairly
it.
high level spell.
I'm down to
you can use a higher
30-ish.
level spell slot if you like.
Yes, that would be
You could
good.
probably take it, but
Let's see. Oh, let's see. I've got 1 level 6. I've got 2 level 5. I think I've got 3 level 4. I'll do it at level 4.
all right.
Oh, thank you.
That's it?
26. 26 is pretty good for
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
I thank you.
You rolled 2 7s and a 6 on the extra dice.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was looking at the 6 at first. I didn't notice the 20.
Yeah. Okay. So that's your turn.
So I
It
get
is the priestess's turn. She's going to turn to you, Ririn. Surprise.
Surprise, yeah.
And she is going to... Let's see. She's going to cast Spiritual Weapon as a bonus action.
As a reaction, I cast Counterspell.
Is that a feat or something?
No, it's a spell. Counterspell.
Oh, Counterspell. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Don't forget that she takes radiant damage for attacking him.
Only if she hits.
Yeah,
Oh,
only,
yeah.
Only if she hits. She didn't hit.
Not yet, anyway. But yes, as you counterspell her spiritual weapon, this spectral trident that was forming in the air just dissipates, and she growls at you, and then is going to she's going to cast Mass Healing Word on herself and the two next to her. Actually, range of 60 feet. Can she get the other ones?
She can, because it's only
Yeah.
35.
Yep. So it's going to apply to all of the ones in here.
And that's a bonus action spell?
No, the spiritual weapon was a bonus action.
Oh, okay.
Wow, only 5 though. That's kind of. Well, it's still 5 to all of them in this range,
Yeah.
though. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Too bad it doesn't also apply to us.
Yeah, she's not interested in healing you guys, though.
Yeah.
All right, that guy's already full. But yes, as she slams her staff onto the stone of this pedestal, a wave of purple energy shoots out through the room and bolsters the strength of all of her allies here. And several of these wounded Sahagins are no longer quite so wounded. Kathuki, you're up.
Alright, let's try this dagger talon thing again.
All right.
Dagger,
15 hits.
dagger,
They have 27 hits.
Second one hits.
talons.
13 hits. These things are not super hard to hit.
Yeah, so I'm going for the one right in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
So 6, 5,
Yep.
7.
That kills him, but it does take all 3.
Yep.
Hits. All right. Wah, wah, wah. Okay. Are you moving or doing anything else?
I'm gonna shift up forward, just to kind of
Mm-hmm.
get a better view of the room,
Yeah.
and
You can
see what's
that,
going on.
Ririn is kind of surrounded now. You can also see that the commoner that had been bound to the altar has now been sacrificed.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's your turn?
Yep.
So, Ririn.
Which of the two that are the two lesser Swagans here are worse off?
The one to your right.
Okay, I'm going to attack that one with my vampiric touch.
Okay. 23 hits.
6 damage.
All right. Not enough to finish him off.
Okay, gave me 3 hit points back. I'm good with that.
All right. Are you doing anything else?
No, I don't. Moving would invite too many opportunity attacks, and yeah.
All right.
No, I'm staying there.
Okay, so you're getting 2 sets of melee attacks. The first one obviously is gonna to hit is gonna be surprised. 15.
Doesn't hit. I'm a 16.
All right. With your mage armor.
Mm-hmm.
19.
That hits.
Yeah. Okay, so that's going to be 7 piercing damage. But go ahead and roll your 2d10 plus 11 again, Aravan. 23. Yeah. So that one stabs you with his spear. And he his head explodes.
Popcorn shrimp.
Yes.
All right, but the other one is desperately trying to protect his priestess, so he's attacking still. 13, 16.
16 hits. Okay.
All right, and once again, I've deleted the one that is. Okay, and then those are the ones down by Ririn, and then the two that are up here. You're getting one set of attacks on you, Erevan.
Okay.
It's a 16 and a 5.
Nope.
All right, and then one set on you, Kathuki. It's an 18 and a 16.
So the 18 hits.
All right, that's another 2 piercing damage. But these guys are starting to be whittled down. Okay. First, let me go ahead and indicate. She's been executed there. Okay, so that was the Hagen's turn. Erevan.
Okay, this one right here is going to feel my mace.
Ooh. Well, we'll see what the dice decide. A 9.
I just like the dice.
Yeah, he feels the air displaced by your mace as it passes by his head. All right.
A cleric should never swing weapons. Just never.
Well, you know, sometimes. Okay. Anything else? Nope.
Nope.
right.
Still got the crowd behind me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
and I don't give anybody an opportunity
they're not
to attack.
moving in. They're still just watching. In fact, actually, as you've, if anything, you feel like you make an insight check.
Okay.
If anything, you feel like they seem happy when you kill some of these, the ones that you're fighting.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, do I see money passing back and forth? Do they have
Nothing quite so obvious, but
okay.
so in any event, that's your turn. So it's the priestess's turn again, and she is going to try. She's going to try hold person on you again, Ririn.
Okay, I'll counter it again.
All right, another. She. So you counter spell again, and then her magic just dissipates, and then she. And she's actually gonna try to back away from you.
Okay, do I get an opportunity attack?
Yes, you can do a simple melee attack.
Okay, can't use the vampiric touch?
I guess you can, because technically it's still just an unarmed strike, right?
Right, I mean, it's you know...
Yeah, that makes sense. That stands to reason.
13.
13, I think, on the priestess, it would hit a regular one. Oh, yeah, it does hit the priestess, too. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. All right.
7 damage.
All right. She takes that damage. All right. And she, but as she backs away from you, though, she is going to basically jump back in the water and swim over to this pedestal and point to you, and she seems to be shouting down into the water.
Okay.
And that's where I will, as she does that, you see that there are sharks in the water.
Okay.
Oops, that's not what I meant to do. There we go, let's see. Alright, and so they're going to have them roll initiative now. Where's the hunter sharks? Okay, Okay. Okay, so the hunter sharks are now in play. All right, that was the priestess's turn. Kathuki, you're up.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of the one that's beside me.
All right. Gonna try.
Talons.
17
and...
hits, 10 does
Whoops.
not. Whoops.
Yeah, no, I
talons.
meant to hit daggers, but that's all right.
Sure.
It's the same
hits.
bonus to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll just treat that as flurry of blows.
Okay.
Instead.
All right.
So 9.
All right. Okay, so that hits. Were you doing a dagger attack too, or? Because you've been doing 2 daggers and a talon.
Yeah.
So...
You'll let me do 2 talons and a dagger?
No, I'll let you do
No.
2 daggers and a talon.
Okay.
So I'm counting that 17 was your talons one, and now you can do 2 daggers.
Okay.
Because you accidentally clicked the wrong one the second time.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so you actually kill it with that first dagger then, and so you have 1 more attack.
Okay, so I'll hit that 5 to the one that's standing in front of Erevan.
Okay, that one is wounded now. All right. Are you gonna move at all or do anything else?
Let's
I
see.
just realized where I've had this lined up. My little, where I've got the chat window to show the dice rolls was blocking everybody. Nobody in the chat told me that. I could have moved it at any time, but it's fine. It's fine.
Okay. I'm going to spend a key point and disengage
Okay.
as a bonus and fly over to here.
All right. So I think what I'm going to rule right now, though, okay, is get 1 weapon attack,
Okay.
and then any other attack is a bonus action. If you do
Okay.
flurry of blows, you can do 2 attacks as a bonus action.
Well, I have a class extra attack, and then I have the
Yes.
unarmed attack
Okay,
on
you're
top
right.
of that.
So, okay, yes. So the 2 dagger attacks then.
Yeah.
And then, so with the talon attack, that's your bonus action. So you don't get a.
Okay.
You don't also get a bonus action for the
Okay.
disengage.
Okay.
That's
So-
how we'll rule it now. That's why I was losing count earlier, is I forgot the extra attack. But yes,
Okay. So,
you can still fly over there and just risk the opportunity attack.
yeah, I'll do that.
All right. He's gonna try to spear you as you go, but he misses. All right. Okay, so that's your turn, Ririn. You're up.
Okay. I'm going to. How bad off does this guy look?
The guy right next to you is pretty bad. He's
Okay.
pretty wounded.
Finish him off.
I'll use the vampiric touch on him.
Okay.
Ah,
That
it
hits.
hits.
Do it.
Yeah.
12 damage.
12 kills him.
Okay.
And he
Now we'll use
heals
my-
over back into the water.
I'll use my move to climb up onto the altar, hopefully out of reach of these sharks that might
Yep.
leap up out of the water.
Yep. Okay. So that's your turn. It is the sharks now, and I think one of them was sniffing around, looking to maybe go after you. The other one is going to swim around here and try to chomp at Kathuki.
Okay.
None of them are interested in the thing that just fell in the water?
No, they're trained. They're
Oh.
trained not to attack the swagons.
Yeah. I think you deleted the last
I was going to
Swagan,
say, I
though.
think the Swagans go now.
It's fine.
Before I go.
They're all gone now.
No, they're not.
I
there's
know
one
it's
fighting-
fine. It's fine. Leave it alone. I got it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, the shark misses Kathuki.
Yay!
Okay, but yes, that last Swagan is going to do his bite and spear at 14 and 13
Nope.
at Erevan. All right. Okay, so Erevan, you are up now. This guy is fairly wounded in front of you here.
Again, feel the wrath of my mace.
Well, maybe for the first time. 14 hits.
All right.
And that's enough to do it. Kablamo.
Which is why she wasn't spending a lot of time putting him back onto the thing.
Yeah. Yeah, alright, so you've taken that guy out. You've just seen a big shark try to take a bite out of your bird friend.
Okay. I'm going to move up to the edge of the pool.
Mm-hmm.
So, there, I guess. Is each one 5?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, so yeah, I can get there. Yeah, I guess that's it.
Alright, it is the priestess's turn again. And she's going to cast Guiding Bolt at you, Ririn. She is figuring that you can only make her spells disappear so many times.
Well, I also am not going to spend it on a guiding bolt.
Oh, don't underestimate Guiding Bolt. They're not insignificant.
Oh no, I understand. It's just that hold monster would have been a death sentence. So
Yeah, it would have been. Yeah, that would have been pretty bad for you. So that's a 23 to hit. Only eight damage though, because 3 of the 4 dice was ones. But you are also now glowing with magical fairy dust. It's actually kind of slimy because it's Sahuagin fairy dust. She's also recognizing that there's no one around to have advantage on the attack except for her. Yeah, I think actually only after casting that spell does she look around and realize that this is not looking good for her. Okay, Kathuki, you're up.
Okay. So question.
Mm-hmm.
Does the shark get an opportunity attack if I fly over and attack the priestess?
Yes.
and it'll be an advantage, no less.
No?
Because
Ririn,
she got
you're...
guiding bolt.
That on you. Ririn.
Oh, it's on me.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought she was attacking.
Oh, did I not? Did I say that wrong?
thought you said
I meant that she was casting Guiding Bolt on Ririn.
Oh,
And
okay.
that's why you were so blasé about it. I was like,
Right? Oh.
yeah, so that should have been 8 radiant damage to you.
Okay,
Ririn.
no, I got it. I'm good.
Okay,
I'm
all
good. I got
right.
it.
Okay, so do you want to risk that shark bite?
Yeah.
All right. That's a 23.
Ouch!
Ouch.
Damn.
19 piercing damage as you take off trying to fly away. I feel like it gets a mouthful of feathers.
It does.
And a little bit more besides maybe.
Yes, but I still have all my attacks. So I'm going to attack the priestess with dagger talons.
Okay. Wow, crit. There you go. Nice. All of those are going to hit, so...
Triple play.
13, 11, and 7.
Wow.
So,
31
31.
points of damage.
Yeah, you killed her. Yeah, that does it. Yeah. You got the sense right before so dagger, and then you got this moment in her eyes that she was gonna be saying like, hold on, just 1 second. Pour out her throat. Yeah, so you killed her. Also make a perception check.
Okay. 18.
You recognize, having flown up into the air a little bit, that this 10-foot sort of ledge that's on the western side of the room here, you see a bunch more commoners chained up just over the side. You can't see too far over it just because of the elevation, but you can see that there's a bunch more up there chained up, and then a couple of what look like maybe skeletons over there.
Oh, great.
But they haven't like approached the ledge since you guys have been in here. So,
Okay.
yeah, so that's your turn. Ririn.
I'm a little worried that if I go anywhere near the water, a shark's going to come after me, and I'm running out of spells. I'm hoping that if we don't give the sharks anything to attack for a little while, they will go after the corpses in the water. So, because there's a bunch of them.
Yeah. Well, a lot of them are actually all piled over by the hallway there, but
Yeah. Well, there's at least one in the water. I'm just gonna take a dodge action. Being ready to just basically get out of the way if one of those sharks come up at me.
okay.
All right. I could dimension door out. I'm gonna wait a bit and see how things go. I'm gonna say, Kathuki, check her body for one of those keys.
All right. So it is the shark's turn. One of them is gonna make an attack at you, Eravine. I'm gonna say you're just far enough away from the ledge that it's gonna make its attack at disadvantage.
Okay.
But it really wants you. So that's gonna be a critical miss. I would say it is so desperate to try to attack you that it's like reaching up out of the water like the shark in Jaws, except then it misses, and so now it's just flopping on the side and just kind of sort of lurching around trying to get back in the water. So I'm going to say, yeah, it missed, and now it has beached itself on the side of the room up here.
Okay.
And it is struggling to get back in the water now. All right, so that was that one. This one is going to swim around here. And then, let's see. What is its movement speed? It's pretty big in the water, 40 feet. So, let's say that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's going to see you and start heading your way, Kathuki. And it's going to get up to here with a dash, but it doesn't get a bite this turn. But it did get into your range there.
Okay.
Okay. That's the shark's turn. Erevan, you're up. You got a beach shark
this,
flopping around next to you.
Yeah, this shark that's right next to me that's doing his little dance here.
I'm going to say your attacks against it have advantage because it's big
Cool.
and awkward out of the water.
Sacred Flame.
All right. Well, so
That's
I'll
a saving
translate that
throw.
as... Yeah,
Disadvantage on the
but I'll
saving
say it has disadvantage on the saving throw. 10. So that's probably going to be a failure. So it'll take 13 radiant damage. Although these things are pretty big and strong, so that doesn't, it hurts it. But it's not, dead or anything.
Thought I had a better chance with that than with the mace.
Okay, so that was Erevan's turn. Kathuki, you're up.
All right.
I think both Ririn and Kathuki also can see that now that you're this far into the room, there is a white gate in another hallway in the the northeast direction of this room.
Okay. There are a whole lot of villagers up on this this broken off shelf thing, and what looks like a couple of skeletons. So once we get done with the sharks, we'll probably have to deal with those guys too. And can I'm gonna save. I'm gonna make sure that the Shawhagan priestess is kind of solidly on the thing where I am, so that we don't have a chance of losing whatever keys she might have. But still going to dagger talons at the shark.
Okay.
Yes.
Ha ha!
That hits. So the 13 hits. So all of those hit.
Oh, wow. Okay. 13, 24, 31.
All right. That you do some substantial damage to this shark. You wound it pretty badly as you tear at it. All right. That is your turn. Ririn, you're up. I'll say if you
Where-
duck down onto the lower ring of there, I'll say that you could reach the shark that's facing. You flank it.
Yeah, I've only got 1 round left on my vampiric touch, so I'm going to use it.
All right. Yep. Yep. 13 hits. Mm-hmm.
No.
8. All right. Yeah. So this shark is extremely wounded now. It's very, very.
You there, Christiana?
Yeah. Are you? You were
That's
kind of
all right.
broken up there for a little
Sorry.
bit on our end. Yeah. So it took 8. It took 8 damage. That one
Yep.
is extremely bad off now. Okay. That was Riordan's turn. It is the shark's turn, and it's in a blood frenzy right now. So it's just going to keep attacking. So it's going to try to bite you again, Vicky. 17.
Ouch.
Yeah. Got a couple of lucky shots in there on you.
Yep.
And then I'm going to have the other shark make a dexterity check, DC 10, to try to get back in the water. Nope. Flop, flop, flop.
Fails. Thrash.
Yep. I've made a huge mistake, it thinks. Okay, so that's the shark's turn. Aravan, you're up again.
Yeah, let's do another fish bake.
Prince Justin suggests Suave Sahuagin. All right, yeah, it's going to make another disadvantage. Yep, 14. So it actually saves that time, even with disadvantage.
Okay.
It's flopping around randomly, and it just happens to flop away from the column of radiant flame. Okay, Kathuki. This one right behind you is just taking another chunk out of you, but it's also almost dead.
Yeah, so let's see. Dagger.
Hits.
7.
Let's see. 7 is enough. You kill
Yay!
You kill it with that blow.
Okay, and
Can you get over and help
yeah,
Evan?
yeah. I'm gonna take my other dagger and talons and hit this other shark.
Mm-hmm.
Dagger and talons.
Those both hit.
9 and 12, so 21.
All right. All right. So that one's pretty wounded now too. Ririn, you're up.
I'm going to take the risk and swim towards the villagers.
Okay. So it is a 10-foot ledge, so to climb up to where they are. 10 feet
Okay.
up. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. In that case, I'm going to swim. Okay. It's Canada's difficult terrain to swim.
Yeah, you don't have a swim speed, so it is difficult terrain.
All right. So I can get 30 feet. So I'm going to go to here.
You could come back and take a whack at this last shark.
I'm sure you guys got it handled. So I swim to the far edge of the thing, hoping that all of the monsters in the pool are now accounted for.
That shark doesn't suddenly get back into the water and race over to you.
Or that there's another thing down there.
Yeah, I'm kind of concerned about this large orb of water behind me.
Yeah.
I'm going to have the shark make the same check to try to get back in the water.
Okay.
It
Damn.
does get back in the water this time, but I'm going to say that's its action. Aravan.
Okay, well, now that my target is in motion, I guess I'm going to fire a crossbow bolt at it.
All right.
Because I don't think Sacred Flame is going to do much for something that's in the water.
No, I would rule that it works the same.
Really?
Yeah. It's
No,
radiant
not,
fire.
it's radiant
godly
damage,
divine
not.
magic, not literal
Oh,
fire.
okay. Well, then I'll do that again.
It is not at disadvantage anymore, though.
Okay. But it still misses.
But it still misses. So yeah, it's going to take another 16, and that's enough to fry it.
Okay.
Fried shark. Mother Dragon says, "Who remembers SNL's Land Shark?"
Candy Graham.
All right. You seem to have dealt with all of the hostile creatures in this room.
Well, except for the skeletons, possibly, but
They are not yet hostile. They might be if you approach, but they haven't made any move yet. So, Erevan, you can kind of look back down the hall and see that the other Sohagan from the other room are still watching, but they look like they don't want to come any closer with you guys still here.
Okay. I just sort of nod in their direction and then start heading counterclockwise here toward where Kathuki is.
All right.
Let's not be in the water. Here we go. Weiren's looking at a 10-foot high wall, right? So you can't get out of the water?
no.
It's so this ledge is 10 feet. above
Oh,
the
I
rest
see.
of
Where
the
he
room.
is, it's not. It's even. Okay.
Yeah.
That's why I went there instead of where the wall was.
Oh, okay. The initiative order box was blocking my view of the ledge there, so I can see the differential. Okay. So what should we do?
We should climb up there and free those villagers. I'm not sure how they'll get out of this place, but
You also saved the corpse of the priestess, but didn't actually search her yet.
yeah.
Yeah.
Go do that.
Okay. I will. I'll head over to where she is. I can.
Well, I need healing desperately
Who's left on
badly.
that pillar?
Oh, okay. Yes.
We're actually closer to searching her body. I think he could handle it.
Okay.
He actually just swum past her.
Yeah. I'm focused more on the commoners.
Well, from the base of the ledge there, you can actually see them less than you could from that central column. 'Cause
Yeah,
that was
well-
5 feet up.
One of my ideals is chains that are meant to be broken. So this is pretty much his first focus is to at least give these people a chance to defend themselves.
Okay. Take 18 back.
Okay, thank you. Oops, nope.
And that is another 4th level spell.
Yeah. Yay, I'm back at half.
So, yeah, as you guys are, what you have seen from where you've looked is that there are definitely prisoners chained up there, but they oddly have not, made any noise or seemed to, move or do anything. They're just standing up there. They weren't even really watching in the room.
Yeah.
And then you kind of saw some skeletons, but, you haven't had the angle to see much further into that area yet.
Okay.
That's where I'm headed.
Okay.
Do we still need to be in initiative order?
No, you also haven't
Okay.
searched the body yet, so if you want to do
Yeah.
that, go ahead. Not that I'm telling you what to do. I'm just saying you guys.
Kathuki, can you search that body? I'd rather spend as little time in the water as I can.
Okay, yeah, I can do that.
And I'm going to see if I can start climbing this wall.
All right.
Okay. So now that I'm at least, halfway decent,
Yeah.
I'll fly over and search the body.
Probably looking carefully at the water just to make sure there's no more sharks.
Yeah.
Yes. So, the priestess does have a glyph key, and you would guess, you can tell by comparing it to the one that you have already that it is currently attuned to this zone, not the one from before.
Okay, so I'll just string that one around my neck.
All right.
So
And you vaguely
better to
recall that the wizard who kidnapped you here showed you that you can transfer attunements. So you can basically use this one to make all of your keys attuned to both zones.
And actually give and now we have 3 keys for the 3 of us.
Yep.
Yeah.
She also has a fancy dagger and a headdress made of ivory, coral, leather, and gold that looks pretty expensive.
Okay. I'll take the dagger. Does anybody want this headdress thingy? It looks pretty expensive.
I'll take it.
This dagger looks magic.
Okay, so we can take a short rest in a bit to attune that.
Actually, it doesn't require attunement, so
okay.
You don't know what it does though. Like
Okay.
I'll tell you that it like, oops, I don't want to do that. So you have this dagger that you can use, but you would need to
Actually use it in combat.
I guess,
to find
yeah.
out.
You know what? That's complicated. I don't want to mess around with that this time. This is a dagger of venom. It is a +1 dagger, and also you can use an action to coat it with poison.
Okay.
You can only do the poison once per day, and it lasts 1 minute.
Okay.
But it's always a +1 dagger.
Okay.
I'll just show that to everybody. So she has the fancy headdress. It looks like it's worth probably hundreds of gold. The glyph key and the dagger.
Yeah, but since I don't have a pack to carry stuff in, I will just take the dagger, and you guys can decide who is going to haul this thing around.
I will point out that this dagger is covered with that commoner's blood.
Yeah, so I'll need to clean it when we
Fortunately,
take a
there's
short
water nearby.
Yeah.
Without too much blood in it.
It's a magic dagger. It cleans easy.
Yeah. All right. Can I climb up this wall? You want me to
Yes.
make an athletics check?
Yeah. You know what? I'll just say that if you're not in a hurry, you don't
Okay.
need to make a check.
Okay.
And I will reveal what else you can see up here, which is that there are, in fact, 10 villagers that all seem to be standing around. There is a chain on them, but they all look kind of dazed, like they're not really aware of their surroundings. And there are definitely skeletons, 7 regular-looking ones, and one that looks a little bit more together and aware, and they definitely are aware of their surroundings.
Okay. It's like, guys, there's a lot more skeletons here than just a few.
Okay.
We'll be there in a second.
I start making my way over toward where he is. Now, this big orb here, is that floating off the floor? Can I get past it?
You can get around it. If
Okay.
you're being careful not to touch it, you just kind of duck.
Okay. So, walking like Groucho Marx here underneath the orb. Let's see. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
And I'm going to cast...
The skeletons, incidentally, are watching you carefully, but as you have not tried to do anything yet, they have not either.
Okay.
Also, as you look in this room, on the north wall of this cavern is a black stone shrine set with relief carvings of roses. On the wall about a foot above the arcane shrine is a contact stone, and to the south is a black gate. and then to this other hallway here, you see another white gate.
Okay. I'm going to wait till my buddies are up with me before I do anything.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to keep heading over toward where he is. That's 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'll help him up the cliff. I'll,
6.
Okay.
reach down, give him a hand up.
Okay, and while you're holding on to me, I cast protection from evil on you.
Okay,
Okay.
that'll be helpful.
And I'll just fly up.
All right, and I'm going to cast Alter Self on myself and give myself big old pair of blunt horns that I can use to smash up skeletons.
All right.
Let's go!
Okay, so I guess we're gonna go ahead and roll initiative then.
Okay.
Let me do that. Bum ba bum bum ba ba bum ba 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 bum bum bum. Oops. No. Okay, now skeleton. Well, technically the Dread Warrior originally rolled higher than that. Alright. Did everyone get a new roll on there?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Kathuki, you are up first. But as, Ririn, as you, moved closer in there, as you stepped closer to this black shrine, I need you to make an intelligence saving throw, please.
Oh, great.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I do have protection from evil on me, though, so we'll see what happens.
It's true. Protection from evil and good. Let's see.
I had it
Let's
up there in
see.
the chat a second ago.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. Cannot be
Okay.
charmed, frightened, or possessed by them. That's not what's happening here, though. So I need you to roll 3d6, please.
Okay. 6.
So your intelligence has just been reduced by 3, your wisdom by 1, and your charisma by 2.
Oh, dear.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, and you stepped in close to this shrine, and it just hit you like a wave, just washing over you. You suddenly feel really kind of fuzzy and distracted.
All right. All right. That's not good.
Mm-hmm. So that just happened as you moved into there. So we'll deal with initiative now. So, Kathuki, it's your turn. I'm going to let you make a perception check to see if you've noticed anything about Ririn as he moved within that area.
18.
Yeah, I'll say that you did notice that as Ririn stepped close to where those commoners were, he suddenly looked like he was startled by something. But we're in initiative, so...
Yeah, so I can't say anything yet.
Okay.
Well, just go around it.
Yeah. I'm gonna...
Don't get any closer than you already are.
I'm gonna fly...
I think you also... It's not obvious what happened.
Yeah, something is just weird.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to fly over and attack this first one.
All right.
Okay. With my new handy +1 dagger.
Yep. So So the 12 does not hit, but the 20 does.
Okay. And that's for 9.
Mm-hmm.
And then hit him with my talons for 22.
Yeah, that hits.
For another 9, so
Yeah.
18.
Between those two attacks, you tear it apart. But the skeletons are definitely aware you guys are hostile now. Okay, Ririn, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to charge as far as I can from that without making myself useless here, and attack that skeleton with my big old horns.
Okay. 16 hits. Yep.
10 damage.
And it's 10 bludgeoning, correct?
Yes, 10 bludgeoning.
Which seems to be extra effective against skeletons. They are vulnerable, and so you smash it to bits. You're still feeling fuzzy and distracted, though, even though you moved a little further away from that.
Okay. Well, I will be moving further away still later.
Okay, Erevan, you can also make a perception check.
Okay.
Oh, he also says, don't get too close to that altar!
Yeah, I think you were smart enough that even with your lowered intelligence, you're still able to draw that conclusion. Okay, yes. I think with that perception score... Sorry, I should chew right before I'm talking. With that perception score, I think not only do you hear Ririn say that, but then as you look at the altar, you are able to draw a conclusion that the shrine itself is producing a magical effect that is what is keeping all of these prisoners docile. And it seems to be based on some radius. And even, you know what, I'll even just say, based on where Ririn, that's a high score. So based on where Ririn was when he reacted, you would conclude it is a 15-foot radius from the shrine.
Okay. So I am going to 15 feet. That's 3 squares. So I want to stay. All right. So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 30 feet. And that's 30. All right.
If you're gonna use like Sacred Flame or something, go after the big guy in the corner over there.
Yeah, this one labeled Dread Warrior is definitely the beefy looking one.
Okay. All right. I was going to use Turn Undead, but half of them are out of range. So I'll use.
Well, they won't be for long. So.
Yeah.
Okay. So then I will use Sacred Flame. So.
On the big one?
Yeah.
All right, he makes a dexterity saving throw, 19.
He makes it. Shit.
Yeah. Okay. It is his turn first. And let's see, I think he is going to... Yeah, he's gonna rush up and make 2 swings of a two-handed battle axe against you, Ririn.
Okay.
16 and 22.
I will use a shield spell to block the first one.
Okay.
So I take 8 damage. Ah.
All right.
I'm not down to half yet, so he didn't get a chunk out of me yet.
Yeah, he's slashing at you though. He's pretty beefy.
Oh yeah.
All right, so we're gonna have now the rest of the skeletons. This guy's running up to attack Kathuki. This one's attacking you, and then I think these other 3 are gonna fire arrows at you, Erevan.
Okay.
So the skeletons only get 1 attack. So short sword against you, Ririn. 7. Short sword against Kathuki. 5.
Yay!
Critical miss.
That's right.
Yeah. And now 3 short bow attacks against Erevan. 17, 7, and 5.
Okay, the 17 hits.
Okay, so that's 8 piercing damage. Okay, that's their turn. Kathuki, you're up.
All right. Let's see. If they're especially vulnerable to bludgeoning, then I can just use a regular unarmed strike.
Yeah.
And do that twice. No, let me spend a key point and see how that works.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I'm going to do 2. All right. So the 23 I know hits.
Yeah, the 13 also hits.
Okay. So grand total 11.
11. You do it some serious... Well, okay. Those are bludgeoning, so yeah, you destroy that one. It does take both hits, but you destroy it. Smash it apart. Bones scattering.
Okay.
That's the sound of bones scattering.
Okay. All right. And let's see. I'm going to move up to here, even with Ririn.
Mm-hmm. All right. That's Kathuki's turn. Ririn, you're up.
That guy's pretty badass. I don't want to be staying too close.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna disengage and run back around behind Aaron here.
Okay. Yeah. I'll note
like,
also the big one is wearing chainmail and has a shield, whereas the others are pretty much scrapped armor.
I got a plan for next round, but I need a little time to set it up. So that is my action, my move.
Yep.
I'm not going to take a bonus action.
Okay,
Yeah.
Erevan.
Kathuki is looking at you with just this look of, ugh. Yeah, leave me up here with these guys.
All right. So I'm going to move up to... Whoops. Clicked on the wrong tool. There we go. Now I can move. All right. So I'm going to move up to here.
Mm-hmm.
And now is everybody within 30 feet of me?
Only the furthest one is 35 feet.
Okay.
That's fine.
All
You
right.
could actually move one more up and to the left and get everybody.
Yeah, but then you're too close to the altar.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So the ones who are within range are going to cast Turn Undead.
Okay, and in fact, you have the opportunity to do Destroy Undead.
Yep.
So, the 4 skeletons first from left to right are going to make their Wisdom saving throws. Wisdom saving throw, not super these guys' jam. Wow, that one.
Oh.
Note that it's a critical, a natural 20 gets a score of 19 for that one. Okay, so looks like of those 4, your DC was still 15, I think. Was that your DC? What's your DC?
DC is 14.
14. Okay, so that means 2 saves and 2 fails. The 2 that fail are going to be this second one and fourth one. Those ones are just obliterated by the wave of holy energy that zooms out from you.
Okay.
And now for the Dread Warrior gets to make his saving throw. Oh, wow. Yeah, so he saves.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. So they are not affected by your turn undead, but you did take out 2 of them.
All right, I'll take that.
All right. Okay, that was your turn. The Dread Warrior, I think, is looking right at you now. He's going to make 2 swings with his battle axe, 2-handed battle axe at you. 7. 16.
I think I'm 17. Hold on, I'm going to flip my sheet.
Everyone rolls high
17.
against Ririn. Okay, and Kathuki, I guess. Yeah, he misses twice then against your armor. Clank, clank. Now the remaining skeletons are gonna rush you and try to use their short swords on you, because you're the scary one now.
Okay.
7 and a 16 again. So
Nope.
all right, you're surrounded by these things now, but they're having trouble penetrating your armor. Kathuki, you're up.
All right, so unarmed strike against this this bottom skeleton.
Okay.
2 of these.
Yep. The first one, well, roll the damage for it.
5.
Yeah, so you do need both attacks, but they both hit, and yeah, so you're able to destroy that one. Those 2 hits.
Okay, and I'm going to stay where I am.
Okay. And everyone is really excited to see what Riren's plan was. Which, the plan might have just been to avoid taking any more battle axe slashes.
Well, yeah, but I'm going to say, what's this character's name again? Aaron?
Aravan?
Caravan. Yeah.
Aaron, duck. And when he dumps, and I'm going to prepare an action to cast Sunbeam when he drops down out of the way.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I hit the duck.
All right, so we'll say he held action, and then on your turn, you're going to duck, go prone.
Yep.
And the sunbeam. Okay, so they make Constitution saves. One for the skeleton, 19, but that's still half damage of.
And it's half radiant damage. So.
Yeah, they're actually not vulnerable to radiant damage, but
okay.
But half of 27 is still 13 rounded down, and that's enough to destroy it anyway. Now for the the Dread Warrior is the name of this other thing. Up 7, so that's a fail. So he's going to take 27 radiant damage and be blinded.
And he's not vulnerable to radiant damage either? Oh, okay.
Nope.
Okay.
There's not that. See, like the thing with radiant damage I've read in 5th edition is that there are far fewer things that are vulnerable to it, but the way that it works more is that a lot of creatures might be resistant to non-magical piercing, bludgeoning, or whatever, but not resistant to radiant, right?
Very few things are resistant to radiant damage.
Yeah.
Okay. And he's blinded. That's good too.
Yes, he is definitely, blinded, and he sort of shrieks. Ah! I'm gonna say that's blind. That little symbol. Okay.
Oh, and since that's since that is a concentration spell, my alter self goes down.
Okay. So, yes, with this sunbeam, I'm gonna say going prone could be your movement. So, Aravan, you can actually stand back up and make an attack with advantage now if you want, because
Okay.
the warrior is blinded.
Okay. Mace.
All right, 21, that'll hit.
Oh,
3, but don't forget you have a thing, don't you? That like what your first attack in a turn can do extra radiant damage or something. Am I wrong?
I think that you may be thinking of my character in Strahd.
No, because I thought I looked it up that your protection.
Oh, wait a second. Let me get back to.
Protection domain was.
Oh. The radiant defense, but I've already used it. I can't use that again.
No, it's
Divine Strike.
Yeah. Well, so at 8th level, you gain the ability to infuse your weapon strikes with the fiery. Wait, I'm looking at the wrong one, but protection.
Which domain
yeah,
is it?
It is divine strike. He's doing protection domain, which is an unearthed arcana. But it says once on each of your turns, when you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you can cause the attack to do an extra 1d8 radiant damage.
Okay.
Yeah, so roll another 1d8. Oh.
okay.
Not quite enough to destroy it outright, but it is extremely. It's on second death's door. Okay. It is this thing's turn now, and because it is not quite destroyed, it's going to make 2 more battle axe attacks against you, but it is at disadvantage because it's blind.
Okay.
Does it get? It doesn't get. Does it get to try to make a save against the blindness for your sunbeam?
It does. Hold on. Let me look it up.
Well, I would guess not until the end of its turn at any rate, but
Right.
so I'll say that's a 14 and a 5, so it's missing as it's slashing wildly with its axe.
It's blinded until my next turn.
Oh,
so
yeah, all right, good. So yeah, it misses as it's slashing out wildly with the axe. Kathuki, you're up.
Okay.
You can
Come up
attack
here.
with advantage because it's blind.
Okay.
It looks pretty pathetic now. It's actually barely held together and blind, but its axe is still sharp. So
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna come up here.
yep. Yeah, the first one's probably gonna do it.
Okay, 7.
Yeah, it literally had 1 hit point. So yeah. So you have defeated it. Da 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 da. Yep.
now we need to figure out how to deal with this altar.
Altar, yeah.
So yeah, you, Ririn, are still feeling fuzzy. Like the effect has not dissipated yet.
I am going to just kind of get further away from the thing, and say, all right, you guys handle that. I need to sit down.
We got this.
What I actually want to do is begin a short rest, but
Okay.
that's going to take a while. So.
After about a minute, you find your head clearing and you are restored.
Oh, good.
But the rest of you realize that no amount of shouting is attracting any attention at all from these prisoners. And so to get close enough to unchain them, you would have to enter the altar's radius.
Okay. And there's no way to, like, hit the altar without hitting the townspeople.
I don't know, is there?
I don't know. I'm just thinking it loud.
Maybe there's a way to undefile it. Maybe throw some holy water onto it. I don't know. Is there any kind of blessing that you can do?
I'm looking through my spells right now.
Incidentally, as the Dread Warrior collapsed to the ground, you catch that it had another glyph key around its neck. But you have 3 now, so you can grab another one if you want.
Yeah. In case we come across another unfortunate traveler caught with us.
And if you're taking a short rest, I'll say that you guys can go ahead and do what you need to do to have all of your keys attuned to both the Predator pools and the Golem laboratories.
Yeah. I'm going to be rolling some hit dice.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to in a minute as well. There's not really anything that I can do to that altar thing.
Yeah, I'm looking for all my spells here. I don't see... What's this one? Yeah, that applies to creatures. Nope. I could attack it with a sacred flame, I suppose. But what's this altar made of? Can we tell? If it's made of stone, then radiant damage isn't going to do a whole lot to it.
Yeah, it looks like black onyx.
Okay, so that would be a waste.
Does anybody like have a spare cloak or something? Would just covering it be enough?
That's a good thought. Let me check out my supplies here. I have a blanket. Should we throw the blanket on it?
Hold on.
There is also a contact stone in this room, but unfortunately, it is placed literally just like on the wall above the altar. So the contact stone is where you can talk to the what's her face.
All right, I'm going to attempt to throw my blanket on top of it.
All right. So you're going to try to throw a blanket over an altar, over
15
people's
feet
heads from 15 feet away. I'm going to
I
have you
suppose I
make
should
a...
probably... Yeah, I guess that would...
I'll have you make a ranged attack if you want, but it's going to be pretty difficult, I think.
I don't suppose I could give it to a bird who could fly over the people's heads and drop it on the altar, could I?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and take the hit.
Take one for the team, come on.
Yeah, it's not like my intelligence is all that high anyway.
So...
She'll do it, she'll do anything.
All right. So if you're moving... Well, you also know that Ririn, once he spent a minute or so away from it, felt okay again.
Yeah.
So after... as you enter the radius, make an intelligence saving throw.
Yeah, not my strong suit. 12.
No, yeah, so roll 3d6.
Oh,
So 1, 2, and 2. Yeah, so in respective order, your intelligence has been lowered by 1, your wisdom by 2, and your charisma by 2. So not too bad, all things considered.
Yeah.
I think you're still capable enough to put a blanket over an altar.
But not much more.
And then she flies right into the wall.
Well, that you're still. I mean, yeah. I guess was your intelligence already 8?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, down to 7. Pretty. Yeah. So I think as you yeah, you're definitely feeling not good in the head place.
Thing. What was I supposed to be doing again?
But yeah, I think spreading a blanket over the altar is straightforward enough that you can manage that.
Okay.
You do so.
Okay, and I'm gonna wander my way away. Just meander. Da-da-da.
Hey, come here.
Wonder if we'll ever see her again.
I'm gonna grab Kathuki by the shoulders, help her walk it off. I've been through it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I think as after about a minute or so, you do feel normal again. It does not seem to have had any effect on the prisoners.
All right.
Okay.
Perhaps we need to do something greater to the altar than that. All right. What is the altar like? What's it made of?
Black
onyx, you
onyx.
said?
Yeah, black stone set with relief carvings of roses.
Okay. Does it look small enough that my telekinesis spell could lift it? It's got a pretty heavy duty.
It's like 1,000 pounds, right?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, this is important. Yeah, it's up to 1,000 pounds.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to use some sorcery points to recover a 4th level spell slot,
Okay.
and then use it to cast telekinesis and dump the altar into the water.
All right. You reach out with your magical abilities, channeling the innate magical force within yourself into this magical spell. Lift the altar and raise it just like an X-wing out of a swamp. And then dump it back in a different swamp. And so splash. Nope, you didn't take the blanket off, so now the blanket is in the water with it too. But
I'll use the telekinesis spell to retrieve the blanket.
It's wet now. It's wet and kind of bloody.
I'll use the telekinesis spell to squeeze it really hard.
And then whip it like a towel, right? Nothing seems to happen right away, other than obviously the moving of the altar. But after about a minute, you see these prisoners start to kind of blink and become a little bit more aware. They're not back to normal right away, but you can definitely see something is happening.
Okay. Well, we will guard them and wait for the effect of the altar to diminish somewhat, and keep an eye out.
Right. Over the next few minutes, you see that they do start becoming more aware, and to the extent that they're more aware, they seem scared, like they don't know where they are. They're confused. They don't seem fully like back to normal yet, but they're starting to be a little bit more like, you imagine like a toddler who's suddenly separated from its parents and doesn't know where it is.
All right.
It's in a scary place.
Riran is familiar with this, and he's also got a good charisma, so he's just going to say calming things and just, okay, the monsters are gone. We're here to try to help.
Make a persuasion check.
That actually is something I'm good at.
Oh. Yeah, your calming words are very soothing to them, and they are relieved to have someone tell them everything will be okay. And over the next few minutes, a few of them start to look a little clearer, behind the eyes, and not just aware, but they start, looking like they're maybe more or less back to normal. And one of them asks, "What is this place? Where are we?"
This is a Red Wizard complex, and we are exploring it. And I wish I could tell you which way to go to get out. When we left last time, how did we leave?
You used the black gate to teleport back to the gatehouse that you arrived at.
The gatehouse.
Yeah, that was where you arrived at the first time when the Red Wizard brought you here.
Yeah.
Right. And does it only require one key to be able to do that?
Yeah, you have to. You need the key to hold it open, but you can hold it open as long as the person with the key is standing there holding it open.
Okay.
So you could send them all back to the gatehouse if you wanted.
I am going to, before we do that, I'm going to gather up some of the Sahuagin weapons.
Okay.
And any skeleton weapons that look like they were worth a half a damn.
The skeleton weapons are pretty crappy, but you could still swing it and hurt something.
And because I don't want them to be no threat at all to anybody they come across.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I'm not expecting you guys to hunt monsters, but I want you to be able to defend yourselves if you have to. So we're going to gather up as many, enough to give everybody a weapon or two. And then hold the gate open for them to teleport to the gatehouse.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Yep. And probably should want to warn our hostess that they're coming.
Nah, she can deal with it.
So you use your key to open the gate back to the gatehouse, and they all pass through. And then I think a moment later, the contact stone on the wall kind of flares to life and says, "Ew, what are you guys sending me commoners for? What am I supposed to do with them?"
Just let them go. You don't want them too close. They're smelly.
Fine. That's all she has to say about that.
The peasants are revolting.
Indeed.
Well, I've always thought so.
But it was very important, and if I didn't already have an inspiration point for Riran, I would have asked for one, because that's one of his ideals.
Yeah, no, you guys put in some effort to try to make that work. It was not obvious necessarily what the solution might be.
Yeah. Well, brute force always works out in the end.
Yeah.
I lost a blanket.
Right here!
He got it back. It's just covered with Sahuagin blood.
Yeah, how nice.
Ah,
Before we move
Smells
onward,
pretty bad,
does anybody need healing?
Well, everyone did a short rest, right? So
right. So I'm not in immediate need of healing now.
Let me get one more. I'm better off than I was. I'd say save your healing spells for
Yeah.
the next time I get my butt kicked.
Okay. Should be before we finish today.
Yeah. Just at least one more time.
Yeah.
I should.
All right. So should we head down that corridor to our left?
What's the map say?
Oh, good point. Let's see. It looks like it's headed for a dead end. It looks like it terminates in a room with.
well, remember.
Well, not a dead
to-
end. I mean, there's a
that-
hallway connecting it, but.
Remember that what she when you received that map. Remember that she told you that she wasn't 100% sure that it was all accurate. It was the best information she had.
Yeah, I think if we head down the passageway to the west here, and then turn right and go north, that will lead us closer to. That's a path that will lead us in the direction of the master's domain. So
Okay.
we're gonna go through the white gate to the west there, and then have to head north.
So, as you open the white gate, you realize that it does have a fork in the hallway there, and you can go further west or north. But you're going north?
We're going north.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's
Yogi
easier
Berra said
for
when
me
you get
because
to
I don't
the
have to
road,
switch the map.
Exactly.
Just looking up for your
How
best
we take
interest.
care of you, Christiana.
I really appreciate it. Okay. So let me reveal your next room. The next challenge in this fiendish series of adventures. All right. Okay. As you pass through the gate in that direction, two large pools fill a chamber whose walls are carved with reliefs of humanoids frolicking with cherubic angels. Water from the pools flows into pits that spread along the walls from one corner. A foul pile of debris and bones stands in the opposite corner of the chamber.
That's not ominous.
Well,
Let's see. I'm reading what else is in what goes on in this room. Okay.
well, we've got a key for this zone, and if there's no immediate monsters to be worried about, then I think we should just keep on going down.
So
this-
hang on.
Okay.
I have to because there's that immediate description, but then let's
Yeah.
see. Because there are creatures in the room. I just have to read what they are and what their deal is. Okay. 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 All right. So, what happens, I think, as you poke your head up, is that you can make a perception check. Everyone, make a perception check. Just go ahead.
Okay.
Perception checks all around.
Nice. Natural 20.
All right. You definitely are aware that the southern pool has two pretty big shapes swimming around in that, not breaking the surface right now. The northern pool has what looks like maybe a bunch of crabs in it, and also a humanoid figure who now breaks the surface and addresses you all. I'm going to show you a picture. Oh, I just realized I had handouts of the Dread Warrior and the skeletons I could give you. I'll go ahead and give you those now just because it's fun. Oh, you know what? I don't. Yeah, there's the Dread Warrior. This is the Dread Warrior. See how much scarier it would have been if I had shown you that when you were fighting him?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the skeleton is pretty standard, but it's still a cool image. But what has just broken the surface in this room is this. And she just pops back up and just says, "Oh, adventurers! Adventurers, I wonder if you are amenable to negotiating with a creature such as myself. I have valuable information to offer if you are willing to help me with a little problem I'm having."
We can talk. What do you want?
Well, you see, there's a creature known as Ihavnas in a room a little ways away who's giving me all sorts of just harassment. She's awful, and she doesn't like my little crabs, and she is just really unpleasant to deal with, and I would like you to go and kill her.
I see.
I know many things about the Doom Vault. I'm sure you all would be interested in knowing. But information isn't free.
How do we get to that where your enemy is?
Well, I could describe it, but I don't know. Sometimes adventurers come through and they have a map. Do you have a map? I could point at it. The room.
Yes. Yes. I'll unroll the map and hold it out for her to indicate.
She looks at it eagerly and says, "Ooh, they've updated it."
Yeah, so far it's fairly accurate.
Yeah, this one's version 4.2 actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at the map that you have, and what she points is that you guys are in this in the region labeled the Predator Pools. It is the second one from the top, the one that has the sort of the curved line in the middle with the two pools on one side, and then the
pools of fruition or something.
Yeah, pools of devotion. She says that's where she hangs out.
Well, if we survive long enough to get there and we kill her, we'll come back and talk to you.
Please do. I would be most appreciative, and I can tell you information you would find very useful.
What do you want as proof?
Is there anything that you can tell us that would help us get there?
Oh, well, I suppose I could tell you some of the things that you'll find along the way.
That would be useful.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially ways to avoid them.
Well, so she's going to, is saying, well, if you are looking to go through those doors, and she points to the ones to the southwest here, you're going to find that there are some nasty undead in that immediate room, and then above that, you're going to find some fishy folks that are a little bit crazy.
And there.
Having to look at and actually see what is in those areas, just so I can have her describe them as accurately as she feels like she wants to. Let's see. Yes, well, if you find those fishy folk, they're very loyal to the red wizards that run this place, but they're generally agreeable and very, very stupid. What they will want to do, though, what they will feel is their obligation is to escort you wherever you go, because, of course, adventurers cannot be allowed to just wander. So as long as you are friendly to them and allow them to escort you, they won't give you any trouble. However, if you then were to try to attack someone they would be loyal to, they will turn on you.
Would they be loyal to your enemy?
No, not so much. They would probably be concerned that you're fighting anybody. But as long as you're not attacking any red wizards, I think that they would could perhaps be persuaded that it is okay for you to do what you're doing.
Okay. That is very useful information. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Oh, of
If we
course.
manage
Well,
to,
I
if we
have an
manage
interest in you succeeding in making it your way to Ehavnas.
and what do you want for proof? Her head?
Oh, that would do just very nicely. Yes.
All right.
Well, I haven't told you everything. You're not all the way there yet. There's a few more rooms.
Okay.
There's also, in the room above that, a pool that has a few marrow in it. Just like the ones down in the other pool in this room. I think if you stay out of the water and don't try to take any of their treasures, they'll leave you alone.
Okay.
I think that, let's see. Let's see. Yes, and in particular, that room, don't go in the water at all, you non-undead creatures, you.
We've been trying to avoid it as much as we can.
Yeah.
Difficult in the predator pools, darling.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're going to find more undead in the room above that. And we're going to, let's see. But those, I think, are going to be hostile to you. There will probably not be any negotiating with them. And then from that room, you can either go to the northwest and deal with the trolls in there. Let's see, yeah, they're pretty awful. I would not begrudge you choosing to bypass them, and that will get you right up to where let's call her enemy. That works. But if you bypass the trolls, it will take you into the lower level of her room, and she will be better able to see you coming. So, up to
Okay.
you.
All right. Thank you for that information. We will.
Do bring me her head. I look forward to your return.
You have a nice day.
Good hunting.
Okay.
You see, as she waves goodbye, she's got a crab held in her arm like a kitten, and she's petting it.
I have
Never
to
trust
say
somebody
that
who's got crabs.
well, they're
What?
the edible kind. Okay, so going through this door to the south. This room looks like a dead end for the most part.
Well, while you were in there, you guys, I'm going to say that Ririn, because you had a critical success on your perception check, you noticed that right here in the room, there is what looks like maybe a secret door.
Oh, there is.
Right here, yeah.
Okay. Well, that could be quite useful. Let me check the map again here to see, give some kind of indication of where that might lead. Secret door there. That might lead back into the Golem laboratories, or it might bypass some of the spaces we were going to go through. I think it'd be useful to give that a try. But it's above the pool there, right?
Yeah. Well, it's kind of
Yeah.
like you'd sort of have to wade into that pool to go.
Okay, well, why don't we ask where that door goes? Because if it doesn't go where we need it to go, then we're just wasting time.
Right. Is there any way to make the handout map to zoom in on it? I've tried a bunch of different things. I can't make it look.
Well, when you hover the mouse over it, it might have a little magnifying glass that you can click on.
I'm just getting the hand cursor. Yeah.
I mean, when I click on it in my screen and I hover over it, there's a little magnifying glass. Like I don't know if you see it on the Twitch screen.
Might be the browser I'm using. It's not coming up.
If you right click and say open in a new image, a new tab, it'll download it, and then you can open it up in something else.
Okay.
Okay.
So this secret door over here, where does it lead?
Hang on, let's see. I'm just looking if it says something specific, because there's a couple of little boxes on it that seem like they would be meaningful that I can't really see what the Okay, well, I'm gonna rule that because I can't figure out what they're supposed to mean, they mean nothing. Okay. She says, "Oh, that just goes to the Baron's room."
The Baron's room.
Yes.
Well, that sounds interesting. You say are these pools shallow enough to wade in, or what's?
Yeah, they're those pools are only like 3 feet deep.
Okay. Well, let's go have a look there first.
Okay.
She says, "The Baron is not on the way to Havnas."
We'll get to it.
Very well. She seems a little bit impatient.
Trust us.
You push the secret door open, and it reveals a 5-foot hallway that curves off to the right.
Okay. You guys coming?
Right behind you.
Right behind me. That's not where I'd rather you were. Give a little tap on the armor. Dink, dink, dink. How about you go in front?
Oh, all right.
Alright. So, what I'll just go ahead and reveal as you look through here is that the passage curves off to that direction and reaches another secret door at the end of the hallway.
Oh, that just leads back into the
first room.
The first room. Well, that's not terribly useful.
Not much.
All right.
Okay.
Back we go.
As you come back into the hag's room, she's just like, "Back so soon? It's almost as though I told you didn't need to go that way."
You said there was that was the Baron's room?
Yes, one of the Sahagwin, don't you know?
I see. All right.
He and the priestess in the room to the south don't get along.
Ah.
They mostly
yeah.
stay in each of their own little spaces.
Okay, well, we've killed the priestess, so...
Oh, have you? That's delightful.
So, maybe he'll be happy with us when we go back.
If you had some way to tell him, perhaps.
Yeah.
They do speak mostly in burbles, don't you know?
Yes.
So we have learned.
Yes.
All right, so let's go
And
through
they have a
those
real
doors.
thick accent.
All right. So, as you pass through that doorway, relief carvings along this arch-roofed hall show scenes of demons and humanoids engaged in debauchery. 5 pits cut into the floor are filled with glowing water. South of these pools on a rough wall is a contact stone. But basically, you have attracted the attention of the undead, and you hear the hag call after you. Is like, "Oh, I suppose if I escorted you, they would leave you alone, but I do need that favor done first."
She drives a hard bargain.
Yeah, well, see, the thing is, we would have to get through them to unless that. What about that water channel that was coming in there? Is that passable?
It's very narrow. Let's see.
It looked like it was not really passable.
Yeah, it's on the map, but it doesn't really describe it in a way that would. I would say that it would be. You would have to squeeze essentially. Meaning you can pass through it like at difficult terrain speed.
Okay, well, if that would allow us to bypass this room and the undead have not noticed us yet, then I say we go back and try that.
I was saying that
way.
they did notice and they were starting to move in your direction, but you would have time to back out if you wanted.
Okay, let's back out and close the door and try that way.
So in the immortal words of King Arthur from Monty Python and the Holy Grail,
Run away!
Run away!
Okay, so if you're going to try to squeeze through this passageway,
right? Because I don't see that. I don't see any fights we can skip are good fights.
You potentially bypass treasure that way, but up to you. But yeah, so as you are squeezing through into that room, beneath walls set with relief carvings of humanoid couples romantically entwined, the bottom of a slimy, dimly luminous pool is shrouded in shadow. Trenches from this pool flow into 1-foot diameter tubes in the wall.
Oh.
Okay. So I think, I ruled that you could squeeze through it, so that's fine.
Okay.
It just you're going the opposite direction, I think, of the way it's written to assume.
Right.
An enormous globe of blue liquid is suspended in the air to the west, like in that other one. And then as you see some fishy folks in this area, and I'll give you some more of those little handouts for them. I like these guys. Check out this guy. He looks like he's game. He's ready to party.
It looks like there should be a beer in that left hand.
Yeah. All right. So as I think they see you emerge from that little tube, you see these little fishy guys come waddling over to you and just say, "What are you doing? You're not supposed to go that way. Didn't your escort tell you?"
Spit water out and say, "No kidding."
Well, you seem to be lacking an escort. We'll take care of that. It's dangerous to wander around these parts without an escort.
That's fine.
Yep.
Let's go.
Where are you going?
You always come back with the hard questions.
Yeah.
Where are you trying to go? You seem lost.
That way.
Well, hold on. We're going to the pools of devotion.
Oh, okay. We can take you there.
That'd be just fine.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep, we would appreciate it.
You're going to see Havnus? Is that what you're doing?
I didn't understand that.
Are you going to see Havnus?
Yes, we're going to see Havnus, yes.
Okay, then. We'll come along with you and make sure nobody bothers you on the way.
That's most generous of you.
Thank you.
All right. So as you move north with you have gained 3 Kuatoa escorts.
Okay.
Okay.
One for each of you here, and in fact, actually.
Do you want us to control them so that you don't have
No.
to?
I'll do it. Okay. Let's see. I'm just looking because there's, like I said, there's some of this stuff, because you guys are going the opposite direction of what the order of the numbering. I want to just make sure I'm not missing stuff. Okay, so let's see. As you, there's a white gate in this hallway here, but you guys have keys that work for it.
Mm-hmm.
So the next room to the north here, Let's see if I can actually get it to reveal. It's doing a complicated thing where it's...
I can see it.
Well, yeah, except I'm trying, like, if you try to drag and select something that goes off the map screen, it, like, just decides it doesn't need to do any of that.
Oh.
And so I was having to scroll around. So as you move into that room, the floor of this sweltering chamber and its pool are spread with a fine layer of shattered bone. The faint illumination from a pair of low-burning braziers reveals piles of animal skulls set around the edge of this water. And the water looks just filthy. And there are definitely creatures in it that are staying underwater. And the Kuatoa are basically just kind of trundling around the side of the pool and heading to the north, right this way. Alright. I can't select the things I'm trying to select. Move these little guys. No. There we go. Wait, what the heck? It's moving slow again. Alright. Okay, so, and then as they lead you to this next pool...
What's in this pot thingy?
Are those the braziers?
Yes.
Okay.
So, fire is the answer.
Okay.
Okay, so it goes into... They lead you into the next pool, and they just say... so in this room, the stench of death is overwhelming here. The pool at the center of this chamber is a blackened sea of floating corpses. 3 enormous globes of blue liquid are suspended in the air to the east. West of the pool, just south of a set of double doors, is a contact stone. Let's see. The Kuatoa are... They're going to say... be careful. These things like to, eat people that aren't undead.
We'll be careful.
Let's get the hell out of here.
As you notice that they're kind of staying around the corner of the room, and some of these floating corpses seem to be moving in your direction.
Yeah. So let's just go through this door.
Sorry, we can't stay.
All right, and so they're noticing you guys kind of pushing ahead like faster than they're leading you, and they're starting to say, "Well, wait a minute, hold on there. You guys are saying you need to wait for your escorts. You guys are acting a little funny, if you ask me."
No, that thing is just freaking me out.
But we don't want to go through those doors. We want to go this way.
Well, do we want to go north or do we want to go with the trolls?
Well,
because because of the height difference. Remember, if we go through the north doors, then there's going to be a...
All right, we can try that. Let's see what happens.
What are you guys going to see Havnish for?
We have business with her. It's special Red Wizard's business.
Yeah.
Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion or deception? Doesn't matter. They're both the same.
Yeah, well, if they're the same, then it doesn't matter. I guess it's complicated, They seem a little suspicious, like, And as they're standing there, these bodies in the water are getting actually closer and closer to the rim, and they're starting to say, which one of the Red Wizards invited you here?
Glarsnack.
Make it another deception check.
15.
Is he one of the new guys?
Oh, yeah.
See? Doesn't know the proper protocol yet.
Just
all right, well, come on then. And, so they're actually they're trying to lead you in towards this door.
Okay. Good enough. We'll follow them.
They kind of point to that door. It's like, that door goes to her platform, but if you're meeting with her, she wants to be above you. All right, and they have their own glyph key, which they're using to let you through these this white gate here.
Okay.
All right, and then so as you enter this room here, okay. Let's see. We've got a couple of things here. One is this area that you're entering in. Gigantic steel bolts have been driven into the stone floor of this immense area attached to heavy chains. These trail down into the water of a vast pool situated between curving northern and southern staircases that lead up to double doors. Oh, so I technically shouldn't have revealed this this part. Yeah.
Unsee that, people.
Double doors. Two enormous globes of blue liquid are suspended up in the air to the east. Let's see. You can see that there's something really big in the water attached to those chains. Let's see. And let's see. And actually, as the Kuatoa are starting to just lead you to the stairs, here, oops, that's not what I meant to do. Some of what I told you about this room is a little bit different because I didn't realize those doors were there. So, it's not all one room like I was kind of saying. Sorry. But as they are starting to lead you toward these stairs, you see an enormous sort of almost dragon-like face break the surface of whatever this creature in the water is, and it speaks to you. It says, "You there, adventurers, free me."
Who are you?
Let's see. What does it say? It does. I have no name as you generally conceive them, but if you free me, I will help you.
Why are you held prisoner here?
I'm a pet to the cruel Ihavnus. And the Kuato are saying, "Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. Come on, come on. Ihavnus is this way."
Okay. Okay, I think I will. And I'm going to says, "Let me cast this spell and you'll be free." And I'm going to cast a polymorph on it.
Okay.
And change it into something small enough to fit outside of its chains.
I think that without having told it what you were going to do, it's going to resist this spell.
Okay.
I mean, if you...
Well, I mean, okay. If it's, I'm trying to do it quickly so that the Kuatua don't have a chance to stop me.
Right. I mean, so it's what I'm saying is you didn't tell it what you were going to do. For all, it doesn't know if it can trust you. It's going to try to resist the spell.
All right.
But it just asks us to
Wisdom
free
saving
it.
throw. Well,
that
yeah,
case,
but it's saying free me and I'll help you, and then you go to cast a spell on it. It doesn't know that what you're trying
That's a
to
good
do.
spell.
I'm
Yeah.
going to use 3 sorcery points to make it heightened so that the save is at disadvantage.
Okay. What's the saving throw? Is it Wisdom,
I
Charisma, or
think it's Constitution actually, but
for
I keep
polymorph? Oh, maybe.
polymorph. Nope, wisdom save, you're right.
Okay. So it is going to make a Wisdom saving throw with disadvantage because it's heightened. Okay, so that's an 8. That's going to fail.
Okay.
What do you turn it into?
I'm going to turn it into a shark.
A shark. Okay.
That should give it the idea that I'm not making it something too terribly innocuous.
Okay, so yes, now it has suddenly turned into a shark, swimming around confused, and you see the chains kind of clinking down around where it had previously hidden. And the Kuator are saying, "What are you doing? That's suspicious. We're telling on you! And one of them goes to run up into where it was going to lead you, and the other two go to run back to where you guys came from.
Okay.
Okay, can I block the one that's... Because I was down here by the steps. Can I move to block it?
Block
So that
which
it
one? The
can't
one
get the door?
going up through the door?
The one that... Yeah, the one that's going up to the door.
Yeah, make a grapple check, I'll say.
Okay.
Against its...
What's a grapple check?
athletics.
14.
All right, let me... And it gets to make acrobatics or athletics, which is... athletics is better for it. Oh, but that's critical fail, so... oh, but actually, so technically because it's slippery, it gets advantage on these checks, but that still fails. Still fails. So you find as you try to grab him that he's just slimy and he's like, and it's hard to hold on to him, but you manage it.
Yeah, I'll use my talons for extra grippy.
That's gotta hurt.
And so the other two are running for the door that you just came through. Are you any of you doing anything about that?
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Hold Person.
Okay.
I guess this one that's right next to me here.
All right, it's gonna make a Wisdom saving throw, which it looks like it fails. All right, so one of them is suddenly paralyzed, but the other one is still free.
Yeah, I don't have any spells to help, so so I'm gonna try and grab him too.
All right.
My athletics is not wonderful, but who knows? Nope, he's gonna get out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you find as you try to grab him that it's like one of those water weenie toys. Just you grab him and he just whoop, pops right up out of your hands and slips through the door.
Okay. And as soon as the opportunity comes, I'm going to drop this polymorph spell.
Okay. I'll say that you go ahead and you do that. Let me reveal what we've got here for you. And as it breaks the surface in its shape, you see that it is a dragon turtle, but a very small one, given that these things can become gargantuan in size. This one looks like it must be very young. But it is, I've got a handout for that too. So the handout, is, it is this in shape, but it is not actually as big as the one in the picture there.
Yeah.
And it's just, it looks up and just says, "Thank you. I didn't know what you were doing. It was kind of confusing. But thank you."
Yeah, I get that a lot.
And so I think the one that that Kathuki has grappled is going to try again to break free. Nope. And then the one that is by the held person gets to make a saving throw too, I think.
Yep.
All right. But a 12 is not going to do it either. So one got away. But you've still got those other two. And so I think the dragon turtle is going to say, "Come then, we have a Naga to slay."
Let's go.
Yep.
Yep.
And it waddles, not waddles. It kind of it has sort of clawed flippers. I have to put it back on the token there. All right.
So I have to do something with this one that I have grappled in order to move out of the way of the door. Dragon Turtle, do you want to eat this one?
As you hold it, it's gonna
That's not enough.
It basically bites its head off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah.
Okay.
Wow, unseasoned.
Yeah.
Sushi.
The other one is paralyzed, but you can sort of barely hear it going, "Escort! Escort!" So, what about that one? Are you doing anything? No one?
The other one's getting away. Let's get this Naga before she hears what's going on in here. Let's
Okay.
move.
All right.
So,
All right. So are you releasing the hold person on that one?
You think there's any value in bringing him along?
No, you're gonna need your spells. Come on.
Yeah.
Okay, let him go then.
All right. So as you guys break through the doors there, let's see. You guys, the magical light shimmers off two circular pools in this chamber. A glowing glyph covers a broad area of the floor in the south. Oh, and that you guys have just walked over it.
Oh no!
Let's see.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, it's this white dotted square right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so as you cross over it, I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw.
Lovely. My worst save.
Mm-hmm. That's a fail.
Oh, for
Fail.
Pete's sake. I'm proficient at
Fail.
that.
The dragon turtle succeeds. So you have now been cursed to have disadvantage on your attacks against the Naga.
Okay.
So let's see the Naga has advantage on saving throws against whatever you try, like spells, and it's essentially permanent until this creature dies.
Oh, okay.
So a lip around the edge of the interior edge of each of these pools forms a 5-foot shelf where the water is only 3 feet deep. Let's see. A tunnel connects each pool to the other at the bottom. So the two pools are really one U-shaped structure. Okay, I see. For the Naga can move around in. 10 commoners are they are looking kind of dazed as they float in the pool there. And actually, as you enter, you discover that the Naga has apparently just finished devouring another commoner.
And the dragon turtle is in the room with us now. Right?
It's coming up, yeah.
Okay.
So I didn't move it yet. Yeah, but yes, the Naga suddenly looks back up at you and just says, "What is this? Visitors without an escort?" And we're gonna roll initiative. How about that?
Okay. Need to roll a new initiative, right?
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
Ugh.
And where's
Let's see here.
all right. And let's see. All right. Quota is gone. Okay. Where's my Naga? Here. Okay, there we go. Let's get this going. And then... Okay, and then the dragon turtle. Alright. This is a good timing. I feel like both of the sessions we've done with this have led to what feels more or less kind of like a little boss fight.
Yeah.
Where's my dragon turtle thing?
All right.
Here we are.
You've got the commoners on the
All right.
initiative here. Okay.
Yep, I do. All right, so the all right, Erevan, you're up first.
Okay. And so we're at disadvantage for every spell attack for the
Right. But if you cast something beneficial on the dragon turtle, that
yeah,
would be some way to help
technically
it.
you guys wouldn't necessarily know. I mean, it's a little bit metagamey that you would know whether it succeeded or not, but that's fine. I'm not worried about it.
No. What I mean is casting beneficial spells on us
Yeah.
will be.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to. Looks like the dragon turtle is closest to me. I don't see. Oh,
I'm behind it.
you're right behind the dragon turtle. And, all right. I am going to go up to the dragon turtle and cast resistance.
Okay. I think, do you pick something that it's resistant to? I think you do.
Hold on. Let me pull up the.
No, unless it's the cantrip that just gives it a bonus to its.
You touch one willing creature once before the spell ends. The target can roll a d4 and add that number to a saving throw of its choice.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just helps it saves.
Okay. To one saving throw of its choice. Yeah.
One saving throw.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. You have cast resistance on the dragon turtle. Okay. Are you doing anything else? Are you moving or anything?
Just going to step off to the side here.
Okay. All right. Okay. So that's your turn. Kathuki, you're up.
Okay. Well, I am going to go ahead and attack it directly.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attacks.
Okay. Your dagger.
Nice.
Wow.
Talons.
Yeah. So the first two dagger strikes do hit, even with the disadvantage, but the talons miss.
Okay. So 14.
All right. It snarls at you. All right. Okay. So that's your turn.
Yep.
Ririn.
Okay, I am going to. Now, the pool, these upper pools. You said that there was a 5-foot lip. Is there like a wall around them, holding them up?
It's it's confusing. I'm gonna say, you know what? Ignore the lip because I don't understand the description that I read.
Okay, I'm going to take cover behind the dragon turtle.
Okay.
Actually, no, that'll put me inside the area of that spell, and I don't think it's necessarily gone, so I don't want to re-enter it. Yeah, I will. Well, I'm going to cast Dispel Magic on myself.
Okay.
I'm using it at 4th level, but that doesn't. I'm using a 4th level slot, but that doesn't actually help it any.
Yeah.
I don't think, anyways.
Let's see. Let's see.
You automatically end spell. Okay, so if it's a 4th level spell, it ends immediately. Otherwise, I have to make an ability check to
It doesn't
dispel it.
say what level it is, but given that it's it's a fairly beefy thing, meaning like it doesn't just wear off and it doesn't normally let you repeat the check. I'm gonna say I want a DC 15 Arcana check.
Okay. Not my charisma check.
Oh, I think Arcana is usually what you would do.
Well,
But
okay.
Spellcasting ability. How about that? Spellcasting ability.
Yeah. That's what I wanted.
Yeah. Okay. Oh. Yeah.
14.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nope. Sorry. It's tough.
Yep.
It's a good effort. Okay. It is now the Naga's turn, and I think I think looking at you, Kathuki, it did not like the way you came at it with that magic dagger, and it's just going to stare deep into your eyes and ask you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh! Ouch.
So what you find, Kathuki, is that suddenly the will of this creature just overrides your own, and you feel it has cast Dominate Person on you.
Oh,
So,
no.
you are just suddenly. It seems really obvious to you that you absolutely must do whatever this thing says. There's no
It's a good thing
question about it.
the other thought was to cast the dispel on her, but now I'm glad that the curse will be helpful.
Yeah. So, let's see, charmed by for the duration. So, yeah, it
Does
can
it-
communicate with you telepathically. And,
Okay. Does it count as charmed?
Yes.
Okay. Then I have a plan.
Okay. Right now, your plan, according to the Spirit Naga, is to go kill your friends.
Well, it's not my turn yet.
Not yet.
Okay.
But it smiles at you and just says, "Now isn't that better?" All right, that's its turn. It is the dragon turtle's turn now. What is its speed out of the water? 20 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20. Can get to there. And it is going to use its steam breath. And it is apparently more concerned with killing the Naga than it is with protecting you, Kathuki.
Okay.
So you guys see a 60-foot cone of steam emerge from this thing's mouth. So I need a Constitution saving throw from you, Kathuki.
How about, hold on. I have this.
Let's see. Nope, that's for dexterity saving throws. It does not help you
Okay.
when you are suddenly surrounded by scalding steam.
Okay, so Constitution?
Yeah.
16.
Made it.
All right. So what that means is you're going to take half damage from this 15d6. The Spirit Naga gets to make its saving throw. It doesn't get advantage because the Dragon Turtle wasn't cursed, but it still gets a 16. So, let's see.
Okay, and
15.
each time the target takes damage, it can make a new Wisdom saving
Yeah.
throw against the spell.
Okay, but first you take 50 fire damage.
25?
Or
25.
25, sorry. 25 fire damage, yeah.
And I get a new Wisdom saving throw.
Yes.
Nope.
Nope, unfortunately, no. I think in your head, the Naga says, "Kill that one first." And you know that it means the Dragon Turtle.
Yeah.
Okay, and then at this point, you guys see that all of these commoners are climbing out of the pool. And they're basically surrounding all of you, I think. Let's see. I'm going to say that works basically like that. And these don't get far enough out to attack anyone. But they seem like they're pretty much completely under the thrall of this thing, too. So, Ririn, you're going to get 2 club attacks. 10 and a 16.
The 16 will hit.
So that's just 1 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
1 to you, Erevan. 14.
Nope.
And the Dragon Turtle gets 2. A critical miss and an 11. Neither of those are going to do it. Okay, so that was the commoner's turn. You can see that they're basically, under the command of this thing too. Erevan, you're up.
Okay. Let's see. Just measure distance here. Come on. Okay, that's farther than I thought. I'm going to cast Aid on drawing a blank. Nobilis' character here.
Ririn. Yep.
Ririn.
Okay.
Okay. What is that?
So that is, where is that? So it basically gives you extra hit points for the duration.
Okay.
And then I'm going to move toward the Naga.
Well, you can cast it onto 3 creatures.
But they have to be within range. Oh, I could cast it onto the turtle dragon too. Okay, I'll do that as well.
Okay.
Unfortunately, Kithuki's out of range.
Okay. Maximum and current hit points increased by 5. Okay.
So now I'm going to move toward the Naga. 1. Oh, shoot. I've got to turn the right tool on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. I'll stop there.
All right. Kithuki, your turn.
I'm going to use Stillness of Mind to remove the charmed effect.
Well done. Yes, you shake it off. That is your action. So you can still do a bonus action to attack once, but you are able to shake off that dominate person. Well done.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
I told you I had a plan.
Yeah.
And I'm going to swipe at her with with my talons.
All right. You slash at her, and she's like, "What? How did you? Oh."
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. She's actually looking fairly hurt now. That doesn't help that she took 25 fire damage from the dragon turtle, but... all right, yeah, okay, so that was your turn. Good job. Ririn, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to... man, I'm really low on spell slots. I'm going to cast Polymorph on myself.
Okay.
And let's see.
Turn into a squirrel or something.
No, actually, something that's going to defend itself when they start smacking at me.
Turn yourself into another dragon turtle.
No, it has to be. It has to be an animal.
A bear or something.
Yeah. And there's also a limit to how tough the critter can be.
Yeah, like CR2, I think.
CR2, yeah. But I'm just trying not to get slaughtered over here.
Brown bear is CR1.
Yeah. Actually, reform. I don't see a limit. It just says that it has to be.
Well, the limit might just be there has to be a beast, because there's beasts only go up so high.
Yeah, well, my usual go-to for that is a giant eagle, because they still get an intelligence of 8. So I only actually lose 2 points to that.
Right.
So yeah, I'm going to change into a giant eagle.
Any beast whose challenge rating is equal to or less than the target's level.
Oh, well then.
So it has to be a beast, but it could be a beast. Could be a beast up to CR11, and I think the general DM rule that I've seen too is that it has to be a beast that you would plausibly be aware of, as opposed to just looking up the monster manual and seeing what's the highest CR rating for a beast.
Well, like I said, giant eagle is usually my go-to because of its intelligence.
All right, yeah. You have polymorphed yourself into a giant eagle. I don't have that set up in this game like I do in the other one, but
yeah, that's my
giant eagle. All right.
Yeah.
So that's your action, though, right?
That's my action. Yeah.
Are you gonna fly away from these guys that are on you right now?
If the ceiling is high enough, I'm definitely going to fly up.
Yep. I think you'll still take the opportunity attacks, but they're pretty lame.
Yeah.
They're just thralled commoners after all.
Yeah, armor class is 13.
Looks like one of them tags you with
Okay.
just 2 bludgeoning.
So I have 24 left of eagle points.
All right, so go ahead and move to wherever you want to be.
And I'm now flying up over the overhead.
Okay. All right, so it is the Naga's turn then now, and it's going to cast lightning bolt on the dragon turtle, and
Also gonna hit some of its thralls.
doesn't care.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's also it's it can move.
Now the dragon turtle gets. Don't forget, it's got resistance when it does its saving throw.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
So.
And if it moves, do I get an opportunity attack?
Can roll a d4 to add to that, but even a 4 wouldn't do it. So it's gonna take that 33 lightning damage.
Yikes!
Well, it's pretty hardy though.
And it just got 5 extra hit points too.
Yeah. But yeah, I think both of these commoners are just crispy fried. But the Naga then jumps into the pool and then swims to the bottom. So I'm having it right here, but technically it's out of sight. So I'm going to indicate with a little symbol here that it is actually in the tunnel between the 2 pools underwater.
Oh, okay.
All right. So it is. I'm going to let the dragon turtle roll for its. See if it gets its steam breath back. Got a 1, so no. So it is its turn, but it's actually just going to jump into the water too to go after it. And it gets to make 1 bite and 2 claw attacks. Bite. 26 is going to do it. And then... yeah. So I think what you guys see is...
blood just comes up.
like... And then all of a sudden, all of these commoners, the ones that are, not dead, just suddenly blink and be like, huh? What? What happened? What happened?
I can't believe that thing just did 57 points of damage on 1 turn.
Mm-hmm.
Good thing you made friends with it, huh?
Yeah, yeah. You made the right call there.
Yeah, so I think it comes back up, and you can see that it's just got blood smeared all over its face, and it just says, "Thank you for that. It was very satisfying."
You wouldn't happen to have left its head, would you?
It burps. I'm not sure that the whole head remains, but I could find a piece of it for you, I suppose.
We would appreciate it. That would be very useful to us if you could find some piece of it that we can use to prove that it's dead.
I just realized I didn't give you your handout of the spirit, Naga. I keep forgetting to do that before you actually fight the thing. I get the after effect is like, wouldn't it have been scary to know that's what it looked like?
Okay, so if the dragon turtle could at least retrieve the tongue, that would be...
Yeah, so, it comes back up, and it has, like, half the face with, like, one of those little crest things sticking up.
Okay, cool.
That's fine.
Yeah, we can use the already ruined blanket to wrap that up in and haul it back.
Yeah.
And so at about this point, the Kuatoa burst back into the room with a pair of trolls. I think... Yep. They burst back into the room with a pair of trolls, and I can't select them because I am incompetent at this.
No.
All right. And as soon as you all look over there, they see like the remains of this spirit Naga, and the dragon just dragon turtle just says, "You don't want this. I'm in charge now." And I'm going to have it go ahead and make an intimidation check, I think, for that.
Possibly with advantage.
Yeah, with advantage, I think, given that they have the... Yeah, 19, I think. Yeah, they kind of say, "Okay."
You got it, boss.
Well, you got it, yeah. And the Kuatoa says, "You still need an escort?"
As a matter of fact, we do. We're going back to where we came from.
Yeah. So I think we're getting
Close to
nice.
public.
Yeah. What I'll do is we'll hand wave that you guys are not bothered by any of the remaining creatures in this now that you are, the Kuatoa keep the other creatures away from you. You have defeated the spirit Naga, and so you are able to return to that sea hag room.
Yes.
Incidentally, there are treasures in this room, the Spirit Naga room, but the Dragon Turtle basically feels like those belong to him now.
That's fine. That is entirely okay.
You're not going to argue with him?
Not going to argue.
I'd say he's earned it.
Yep.
Well, that's some good stuff too, but yeah, he sure helped though. That's fair, I suppose. Yeah, okay. All right, yeah, so you guys return, and I need to pull up the things that this sea hag can tell you. She cackles with delight as you display half of the Spirit Naga's face and says, "Ha! I knew she'd get that coming to her one day or another." Let's see. Doom Vault lore that she gets to tell you.
This whole thing of just, if you see something in change, just let it go, seems to be working out really well for Ririn here.
There was a couple of those golems that might not have worked so well for you, but
yeah. Well, golems aren't exactly things that can be enslaved, anyways.
All right. Let's see. One of the pieces of lore that, in theory, I could have her give you, I'm not gonna have that count as one of the ones that she gives you, because what it is for this region is, in the predator pools, the hag seeks allies in her plot against the Naga. It would be lame if that was what she told you. It's like, turns out I was looking for someone to kill the Naga for me so that I would tell them lore, and here's a sneak preview update. It worked out pretty well. So I guess what she'll say is, "What would you like to know? I know lots of things about this place."
How do we keep ending up here?
No.
Hold on. What kinds of creatures are we likely to find in the blood pens?
In the blood pens.
And if you're going to go to the blood pens, the abyssal prisons, too.
Well, I figure that the abyssal prisons are going to be demons. That's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
But the blood pens is not as obvious. It might be vampires, but it might be something else. So.
Well, I think she'll also say, just, since you guys, I'll imagine you guys were sort of discussing that, and she'll say, "Here, I'll give you this one for free. In the abyssal prisons, there is a location known as the Maze of Undoing, and it has no easy exit, but fiends that can climb are said to have somehow escaped the magic there. But you wanted to know about the blood pens. That is a location that has a number of traps, but also insects like giant spiders and centipedes. There are also many Thayans there, the red wizards, the apprentices, and their warriors.
Okay.
Also more undead, but you'll find those pretty much all over.
Okay, then.
But the blood pens generally are used for breeding and raising monsters in foul nurseries.
Aha.
The different areas, there's the vermin halls and the swine run, which is an enormous pig farm used to feed the various other monsters. And the hatchery. And the dark gardens. All sorts of delightful places to visit. Not wet enough for my tastes, but I know that that's a specific preference of mine.
Thank you very much for your information.
Yep.
And
Oh, is
now
that all?
I think
No other questions? That's fine by me. I am eager to get started on my Ihavnas-free lifestyle.
And I think at that point we will take a black gate back to the gatehouses
All right.
Okay.
Yep.
and report back to.
Did you bring all of those other commoners with you?
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I think Serana is going to scowl at you and say, "Stop doing that. They make a mess."
What? They won't be here long. We'll send them on their way.
But all right, yes. So you have now achieved gate keys that are attuned to the predator pools, as well as the Golem laboratories. You didn't go further north, but I think maybe the hag will also tell you that there is a black gate. What was in that other room? I have too many windows open now because I'm looking up all sorts of stuff.
Pools of something.
Yeah, the let's see. Yeah, so I think she warns you that there is a black gate to the north of the room where the dragon turtle and the naga were.
Okay.
She says, just don't look into the water.
Yeah.
And so there's the black gate, but then there was also one in the troll room, and there was one back down where the altar was too. So there's available black gates.
Yep.
So I think probably that's maybe a good time to call it for today then.
Yeah.
Well done. You have
Good adventure.
yes.
Yes.
Cleared out
We
another
survived! Yay!
portion. Well, not really cleared out. I mean, you fought like a third of what there is in this whole area, but yeah.
Yeah.
Made your way through.
But yeah, the important thing is getting a key and getting a safe passage through to finding more black gates.
Yep.
And yeah.
And making the right friends.
Yep.
Yes.
You guys never really figured out the globes, but
I wondered
Nope.
about them, but we got busy.
so you never figured them out. You just kind of they were weird. Hey, look, floating globes of water.
Yep.
Yep.
We may run into them again.
So, question.
Mm-hmm.
With the defeat of the Naga, I know we didn't actually kill it ourselves, but are we going to level up?
No, not yet.
Okay. I thought I'd check.
Doesn't hurt to ask.
Yep. All right. So I think we'll do it for this time, and thanks everybody for watching, and hopefully this Wednesday we'll have so many levels, and maybe more Curse of Strahd next week, and we'll see. But
Yep.
Yeah.
bye for now.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.